Everything should be working, everything should be doing exactly what it needs to do. Hopefully everything is fine, because holy shit, everything is laggy. But guess what, we move anyway. What's happening? Hopefully you can hear me, hopefully everything's good, because guess what, boys, for the final fucking time this season, we move. What's happening, boys? We're back once again. It's another fucking Glasgow derby. There seems to be so many of these that it kind of gets stale, but guess what, this one isn't it? First final since 2002. It's been almost 22 years since we've done this little tango in the Scottish Cup final, but we dance once again, and it's going to be one hell of a ball, because guess what, boys, we do love it. I mean, come on, it's fucking Celtic v Rangers, isn't it? We do love to see it. How you all doing? What's happening? How's it all going? I'm just trying to make sure that I can get everything to work. Bear with me. I'm hoping that I can get my chat to pop out here as well, because I was kind of keeping my tabs. How you doing? Nice to see you, Edward. Nice to see you. Hope you're well, mate. Hail to you as well. How you doing, Lizzie, as well? We've got Flash as well. He's moderating. He's in the Discord live now. By the way, if you want to, go into the description, click on the little Discord link. It will take you through to the community Discord. Wherever you would like to, you're more than welcome to join and watch the game. You are obviously... you know, you have to be a subscriber and all that stuff, but so you know, it's your call, I guess. But what's happening? How you all doing now? Hopefully everyone's good. It's still all forming a little bit class. How we doing, man? How we doing? Nice to see you, Jim. How you doing, man, mate? Here's hoping we get them out doing a day. It'd be best case scenario, man. It'd be absolutely best case scenario, but hopefully that's the case. We've got about 5 minutes until kick-off, so we've got a little bit of time to, you know, chill, relax, take in the atmosphere that's happening over there right now. Hampden's packed out, it's sunny outside. You can't ask for a better day for a good old-fashioned game of football, so poggers, we love to see it. But I ain't going to really waste too much time on all these sort of things. How you doing, Joe? Nice to see you as well, mate. Watching BBC Scotland. Yeah, this game's going to be easily accessible, so I'm not expecting this one to pure hit 60, 70, 80 viewers or anything at any point. I'm more or less expecting this to be like 20 to 40 or something like that, so I'm more than happy with that. It's that Samaras in the cloud. Yeah, someone was mentioning that earlier on in the Discord as well. It's quite good, but it's an interesting game. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. We've got about 5 minutes until the teams walk out, so I'm just going to make sure everything's working. No lag, no anything. If anyone can tell me if there is, that would be fantastic. But I'm going to run you through the lineups. And okay, Celtics is basically the strongest 11 that we could go. And the big thing for us is Forrest is in the lineup. We do love to see it. Forrest did deserve it, in my opinion, and that's exactly what he's gotten. But the rest of the lineup is basically unchanged from the last match against St Mirren, I believe. And I think we've pretty much got the best case scenario for this. We've got Hart in between the sticks, Johnston and Taylor as our full-backs, Carter, Vickers and Scales as our centre-back pairing, with O'Reilly, McGregor and Artati, our midfield three with the skipper playing centrally, with Forrest and Maeda our outlying wingers, and of course, instead of it being Ida today, it's going to be Furuhashi. He's going to be the one that will probably be the inside runner, try and cause as many problems as possible. How you doing, Alan? Nice to see you, mate. He. But Rangers lineup is a little bit different. Of course, they do have a couple of minor and major injury crises, but their team is still very much strong enough to win this game. But Butland is the one that's starting in between the sticks, with Yilmaz and Tav as their full backs, with Davies and Balogun their centre back pairing, with Raskin and Diamonde as their CDM centre mid kind of runners, with Cantwell playing as that overlapping central attacking midfielder, with Dion Sterling and Fabio Silva playing out on the wings, and of course Dessers playing far up front. He will be the target man. He'll be the one to cause as many problems as possible. We know the drill, right? This is going to be an interesting one for a lot of reasons, but whatever happens, I have faith that we can get a good result out of this. There have been people in the Discord kind of theorising about what the result is going to be. The common consensus is that there will be goals. Rangers, despite only conceding one goal up until this point, they haven't looked good in the last few fixtures, and it's caused them some problems. Obviously that 3-3 draw with Hearts would have been a massive kick in the dick to them, so there is that. But Celtic come into this game on fine form, haven't lost in the last, I believe, 6-7 straight, and we're probably more than that, to be honest. I'm just looking at the recent form table in the corner there now, so just clap Celtic onto the pot for the not a bad idea, Tom, not a bad idea. How you doing? Ready for another Hammond. Don't insult Gaz, man. He's in there suffering with Celtic fans in real time now. Hopefully no heart attacks. That would be best case scenario, Flash, mate. If we can keep that quiet, I'm happy. I'll be pleased. No real problems in that sense, but you know, it's always up for debate. But the boys are lining up, getting ready to come out the now, so we'll be live very, very momentarily. I'm just going to knock Spotify down a wee bit more so it's not as irritating for you. I hope you are all good. Predictions, though. I mean, this is the thing. Everyone thinks there's going to be goals. I am saying this is going to go 2-1 to Celtic. I think Rangers are good enough to get a goal. They are a very good attacking team when they want to be. It's just a case of, will Hart be consistent enough to keep them quiet? Hopefully so. That would be the best case scenario. I'm hoping for the best. We just need to do the basics here and hope that everything kind of clicks in the right way. Teams are indeed coming out. One of them wearing headphones, wee mascots. We love to see it. But it's going to be a good game, man. You can feel it, man. You can feel it. 3-2 Celtic you're going with, Joe. That's a pretty respectable one, to be fair. You're kind of seeing this as a high-end affair, which, honestly, it could be. This is one of those games where, on a switch-up, it can go absolutely fucking anywhere. Flash talked to me about it. 3-1 for Celtic, and, of course, Lizzie 2-1 for us. But there's the common theme, the only exception being Kading saying 3-0. But everyone thinks there's going to be goals on both sides, and I genuinely think that will be the case. Rangers have a pretty decent tifo, got to hand it to them there. RFC written in, you know, their classic colours. Celtic on the other side, just doing what we need to do with an even finer one as well. 3-2 for Celtic, that's a good prediction to have, Alan. I'd say that's a decent one indeed. 4-1 for you, Paul. That is bold. That is very bold. But hey, if we're going to wrap it up, we might as well wrap it up in style. I see where you're coming from. Just want to join the game around with some people. Exactly it, guys. You're really care about the result there. But I mean, honestly, if Rangers can do something, they will probably be able to actually cause us a problem or two. I'm not saying they won't, but I think when you ask who's coming into this game in the better form, I would say Celtic. But this is an old firm, right? These games can switch up in a fucking moment's notice. We've had it happen in the last few games where Rangers have came back from 3-1 down to win, to draw a 3-3, or sorry, moral victory, a 3-3. And Celtic obviously had to play very good in the last few fixtures, especially towards the end of the season. There's Rodgers looking fancy as fuck as always with his good old suit and tie. It's going to be an interesting one. Very, very interesting one, because obviously Celtic have the stronger team, but Rangers certainly have the ability to do what's necessary as well. I'll read you out the lineups one last time for those that have just missed it, or if you just weren't listening. But Joe Hart starts in between the sticks with Taylor and Johnston as their fallbacks. Carter Vickers and Liam Scales take up the centre-back spots with Rio Tati, O'Reilly and McGregor as our midfield three. The skipper playing centrally. Forrest playing out on the right-hand side as opposed to the left, which is what we love to see in Maeda. The top scorer in the Scottish Cup for Celtic takes up the mantle on the left-hand side with Furuhashi starting centrally. Rangers lineup is as follows. Butland starts in between the sticks with the Yilmaz and Tav playing as their fallbacks. Davies and Balogun playing the central pairing with Diamonde and Raskin, their CDMs. Cantwell playing as a cam, more or less going to drop in centrally whenever he has to cover that false space, with Sterling and Silva playing on their false wingers. They'll obviously be overlapping, trying to cause problems for these two people in particular, and obviously Deser's their target man starting up front. There's a couple of good bench options as well if you want to take a gander at them, some exceptions being Palmer for us, obviously Kuhn, Ida, Awata, Bernardo, very strong bench options we can rely on. Rangers do have them too, although a couple of them are injured, so there's a couple of faces that you might not recognise. Probably the one that stands out is Cole McKinnon, but they do have a couple of players that have had minutes towards the end of the season, player like Kieran Dowell, and they could probably put McCrory on the pitch. It's always a possibility, so I guess we'll just see what happens. I'm very interested to see how this goes, man. Very interested to see how this goes. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you, mate. And how you doing, Zep? Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, my friend. Celtic to win 3-1, very bold prediction, I like it. Scales to score a winner on the head on the 90th minute. You heard it here first. If that happens, Joe, personally, I will bow down to you. But they're in doing the huddle now. We know the drill. This is going to be, well, things start to get a little bit real, a little bit tense. It's a slightly delayed kick-off for those that are obviously watching. I think obviously the flares and pyrotechnics and stuff has played a part in it, but I'm very looking forward to this game. This can be very good or very bad for us. It really just depends on how it starts, but I mean, we're discussing it in the Discord as well. And by the way, if you would like to join the Discord, you can come and watch along live inside the Discord and actually have the game alongside the stream if you would like to. But Celtic are going to get the ball rolling, so we'll have a little refresh here because we are officially, well, we will be in a moment, but I'll just keep doing this until it decides to go through. But slightly delayed kick up, but we've got the ball rolling. Celtic have it underway, and there should be some real good football today. It's the perfect conditions. The pitch looks pure. The football should be purer. It's going to be an interesting one, but straight out the gate there's a giveaway and a kind of spilled ball between it. Rangers look to break, but that's a clear offside, and immediately Celtic will just kind of run through to recover it. I think Rangers kind of knew that they couldn't play on it or anything like that as well. Interesting indeed. I'll just keep refreshing this over time until it eventually pops up. Yeah, just probably making sure that, oh, that's good for skills, keeps it simple, hot. You feel like this one's going to be quite intense as it goes along, man. Like, my fingers are crossed that we get a decent game out of this, because it's always up in the air. This is the thing about these games, it's always about fast starts and trying to keep it composed. There's a pass back towards Carter Vickers and doesn't really necessarily work out for them. There's your stat sheets up. Sorry it took a while for that to pop up, but you should have them now. Let's get into the proper team win for that. Aye, exactly, it would be a good way to send Joe Hart off. This is his retirement game, so ideally we start fast and we keep it up the entire match, but of course, like I said, it's always up in the air. Good move for O'Reilly to try and get that back, although Johnston doesn't look convincing there. He does get dragged down, I think, by Silva. It's going to be a foul. Very hectic minute and a half, you've got to say, straight out of the gate. A lot of intensity, but that's kind of how it goes, I suppose. Someone's decided to fire up a jet engine outside my house. We'd love to see it. But so far, so good. We just have to kind of keep the ball low. Rangers will play with that counter-attacking aggression that they're kind of known for, so it's about stabilising those wings. Don't let too many runs get away from them, exactly like that, because Maeda's just broke through. He's into the box. Oh, it's a good tackle, in fairness. I think Balogun just did enough to get in front of him. Should be a Rangers throw in there off the bounce as well, and is. It's a big tackle when you consider how easy that break-in was, and that's exactly what I was saying. If Rangers were going to have any problems, it will be dealing with those inside wing runs, because Maeda is fast. Forrest is also fast. They may not be the greatest dribblers, but they can take a touch and move the ball forward. But Rangers do have it now. Botland sends it forward. It's taking a bounce. Scales should get there before anyone else, and does. It's a bit of a slack pass, but should be comfortable enough for Joe Hart to deal with. Should just play it out from the back, although Carter Vickers turns away from his man, gets out towards Johnston. Should take a run here, the Canadian, and does. There's always options here if he wants to cut it inside. Does do so. O'Reilly straight out towards Forrest. Steps inside his man, looking to kind of spread it across the park, and still just has the ball, casually strolls. We love to see it. It's a bit of a loose moment there, and Taylor's giving the ball away, and there could be a break for Rangers. The left back spot's open completely up. There's a long switch on immediately from, I think, Sterling there, trying to find anyone, but doesn't necessarily work out, and Carter Vickers happily steps in front of his man, cuts out, no problems. There's definitely a half chance for them to do something here, but we kind of know how Rangers play. They'll try and slow the ball down whenever they can. That's a good steal from us, though. We can break if we move the ball quickly. Hatate kind of gets shoveled off the ball. Scales doesn't look comfortable with it. There's just a few slack touches from both sides. It's like no one wants to really settle into the game yet. Couple of iffy moments for both sides, but Celtic still have the ball. That's a good break. McGregor could run now. Has a lot of time to run it up and decides to go up towards his fellow countryman in Forrest, who takes a step inside, takes a bounce. It's falling to McGregor. It's going to be a toss-up if he's onside or not. Forrest has it in the box. It's a loose touch though, and case in point, I think the flags went up anyway. I think Forrest's pass in towards McGregor was probably offside, so that is that, but neither team looking 100% comfortable. Well, Forrest definitely wasn't offside in the first pass. I'm going to presume it was in the ball through to McGregor. Probably. The ball sent long and high. DeSers does win the initial header, but it's just going to bobble straight through to Joe Hart and collect and gather, go again. Also, I want to take a second to thank anyone that's actually decided to pop in and say hello. Because this game's very easily accessible. It's on BBC, so you can watch this game quite easily if you have a television, basically. So, but we're all watching it in the Discord as a community. That's a good move. That's a good steal as well from McGregor, but even equally just as good for Silva, to be fair. Celtic do win it back. A little Yeah, it's just kind of deflection tactics in football right now. It's not really settling with one team, although Celtic come away with it on this occasion. Quick ball through. Maeda's there if he can get that cross in quick. Slips instead, but does his best to try and shovel it inside, and in fairness, Balogun once again just steps in front of his man. I think that was Tav actually, but either one managed to cut in front of his man, prevent it from getting inside of him for an easy cross. If I was Maeda, I would have just played that first time, but we move anyway. How you doing, Sandra? I guess you're representing the boys on the other side. That's more than fine. Welcome in the stream anyway. You're more than welcome to stay. There's a chance for Rangers. Ball takes a bobble. It's going to go out for a corner kick. And this will be Rangers' first real chance of the game. Intense stuff, as they say, very much so. It's I wouldn't say either team's had particularly comforting moments on the ball. Celtic have had way more of the ball, admittedly, but Rangers are just kind of pickpocketing, try to steal the ball where they can, and we know that set pieces are Celtic's weakness, so if Rangers are going to do anything, this would be the type of territory to do it in. They have presences in that box. Balogun's a tall fella, he can certainly get on the end of them. But we do have some physical bodies of our own. It's just a case of how well this one's swung in. High, or near post I should say. It goes across everybody. Johnston lets it run through him, and he'll probably just keep it in play and then cut it across. That's even better for Johnston. Just sells his man a dream instead and decides to stoke forward. There's a Canadian run down. Oh, that's... The Rangers are not really covering the midfield space, but Celtic don't really see it, not to go back instead. So I guess fair enough. Scales switches it over. There's a touch on. I respect it should be a Celtic throw-in, and it is. Plays it fast. McGregor, oh, it's a little awkward. Should just bounce down, and it's going to be a toss-up between Dessers and Scales here. It's decent for McGregor, but he just really keeps it in for Rangers. Should fall back to Carter Vickers, who will play it back to Hart, and we'll gather the ball and calm ourselves down. Good stuff. Jonathan plays out towards Carter Vickers. There should be a few more passes into the midfield from Rangers if they want to kind of cause some problems. So there is that, I guess, but we just kind of need to make sure that it's on. There's a good switch for Maeda to take it on his chest. Does very well to do so. Quick ball across. Kyogo does get there. So does Balogun though, and it's a toss-up between who got the touch, but I think Kyogo missed the shot. Big opportunity for us there. Really good take for Maeda, equally good cross. It was just either really decent defending or a horrible, horrible touch for Kyogo, but he should have at least put it on target if it was the case. I'm pretty sure it was. That's unlucky, man. Just a tangle of bodies, couldn't really get his feet set in time. It's a better game than I expected, very much so. I mean, Rangers are looking to pickpocket space, and they've kind of learned through their mistakes not to try and play slack passes across the back. They're just taking one or two touches and then moving it forward. Not try to be too lackadaisical or cause too many problems for themselves, which is more than fine. That's the type of Rangers that you want to see in these scenarios. But equally so, Celtic look just as dangerous with the quick switches, and it's going to be a toss-up of who gets that through ball first. That's a good touch for McGregor to keep it down. Cantwell's all over him. Should just be a normal foul. It's not as it really... Cantwell could do anything with that, to be honest, but we move. Played out towards Carter Vickers. Switched the cross for the Irishman. Where Scales going to go, should just play it inside. Instead tries to step inside his man. It's a bit of a bounce, but it's going to go bounce out for a Celtic throw-in, so not actually the worst case scenario there. Rangers defence are on top of around Kyogo and Maeda. They're doing their best to stop them. Well, that's the thing, because they know that they're going to be anchor runners. So you've got Forrest who'll play on the right hand side, but he's not a dribbler, right? So what Forrest will tend to do is take the ball and just go central, and that opens it up for Maeda and Kyogo to kind of free roam as like almost like a striker partnership, if that makes sense. But Maeda seems to be more content in sticking out to the wings, which I don't actually mind, because if you're dragging players like Tav and that out towards them, then it only just takes one really good incisive pass in and you're basically, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and we've had that scenario almost happen already. It's just a mix of really good placement and defending from Rangers and a bit of a loose touch, let's say, for Kyogo. Very similar to that one just there. It was the right idea, just poor execution. Taylor should win the knock-on header. Good Really good feet for Maeda to keep that under control, although he's under pressure for Cantwell. Body's all over him. Still has it though. Still has it. Eventually takes a bobble for a Rangers throw. There probably should have been a foul in there somewhere. There was shots and hands all over the place. Scales should just kind of get there ahead of his man. Kind of puts it out wide for a near post, or well, I should say near post, but right beside the corner flag throw-in. Joe Hart to win it again, misses pen, laughs and then saves one. Best case scenario if he does that, mate. However, counterpoint, Joe Hart thunderbolt, 98th minute. Ball falls to him in the edge of the box and he just cracks it. Decent! Straight into the top corner. Both teams have looked a wee bit shaky defensively, this is the problem. There's going to be another chance for Rangers here from the corner. I honestly thought it was a throw-in, but I guess we move. Demoni's going to swing it high towards the back stick. Hart does get out there to cause a punch, and it's going to be a chase down. Good for Johnston, just keep that under control, son. Does indeed do so. Nice from Carter Vickers. Sells Fabio Silva a dream to buy some space for Scales to move that one forward. Now the skipper has it. Covering as much of the space as he can. O'Reilly. Quick switch out to Forrest. There's overlapping runs and Rangers aren't tracking back fast enough. There is a good ball through, but no one was aware to it. And I think he will go the same. Why didn't you play that in more left, Matt? Probably the right idea. Pure execution. That's a good switch across here. Let's see where Rangers go with this one. Oh, put them under a wee bit of pressure, but can't pass in the end from Rangers skipper. Played in towards Cantwell, switches it back to Yilmaz. Forced back towards the goalkeeper, he's going to send it high. Good pickpocket for Carter Vickers, although he doesn't really gather the ball and it just bounces out towards Cantwell to gather it. Here's Dion Stirling. Good feet for the wee man. He's done well to try and force something out of that, but it's bounced out and Celtic will gather and go again. Good stuff for both sides there. Quick counters on both ends of the park. Maeda's on the chase down, heads the ball forward and he'll put Balogun under some pressure. He'll just play it back to Butland, but this is what I'm saying, it's just doing this end to end to end to end to end. Played inside, it could bounce for anyone here. Respectable ball out towards the right. It's been stole by Rangers though. They're going to have to play quick to get it out from their feet. Good ball from Raskin initially, but he's going to put his captain under some pressure with that pass from Balogun, sent forward. Taylor should be on to that one, but doesn't really head it clear. He just kind of pops it up for Diamonde to collect. It's a loose touch for Cantwell. It could have worked out if DeSales was a wee bit more switched on, but Celtic for the time being survived that minor scare. Switched across inside towards Scales. That's good stuff for the Irishman. Could run with it, does run with it. There is a move on. Still going, that's good stuff. Still going, that's amazing. Still fucking going. Go on, son. Still going. Legendary stuff. Forces a throw in. That's good stuff for Scales, man. Just covered about the entire pitch there. Fabuloso. You can even see the wee smile on his face. He's like, what the fuck did I just do that for, man? Based. Ball's going to get switched back to him almost immediately from the throw-in for Taylor. Carter Vickers. Lovely loose pass through from Johnston there. Just enough for O'Reilly to kind of take it towards the byline. Nice feet from the... Oh, that's really good for Forrest as well. This is what I'm saying. He'll cut in central and kind of open up those runs because the fullbacks need to cover him. There's a step inside for Celtic. Ball! Touch! Lovely defence for Davies though. Brilliant touch for O'Reilly. Equally good touch for Davies to get that one away. That's again good attack, good defence all round. Both teams are going for this. Celtic might be having way more of the ball, but Rangers, when they do have it, look very potent. This isn't like the one that... Oh, that's good, even better from us though. Tries to force the cross in. I think that will be a goal kick. I don't know if it can and back off him. Pretty sure it did, which is a bit of a shame. Skills going, so that was impressive. Genuinely, by the way. Like, absolute mini wonder run. Love to see it. Celtic seem to be playing with a much higher line than Rangers are. That's the one thing I can say straight out the gate, but that works to Rangers' favour because breaks like this can happen. Cantwell's got through there, takes a bounce. That's really fucking lacklustre for Carter Vickers. He really took his time to deal with that. Still out towards the edge of the box. Rangers look a wee bit more viperous than usual. But Celtic just about cover their lines. Ball into the box. That one's very poor, to be honest with you, and there's going to be no problems on that one. Can't really excuse that one. Just a really poor cross. It's got a live watch along tab, Caden, if you're not already in here. Ball's been switched out. Carter Vickers switches it across for Scales. There could be some openings here. Rangers seem to be playing with the funnel tactic again. They're more than happy to kind of crush the wingers inside, force them to step in and play uncomfortable, which is fine. I don't mind that, but we would like to see a bit more on the offensive front. Here's Hart. He's not had much to do today, but he's played a respectable game. Hatate, good feet for him. It gets it out towards Dyson. Where's Maeda going to go? For the quick cross, and I'll tell you what, Balogun had to react to cut it out. Maeda's been, well, that's actually really good for Tavernier as well. It was a toss-up if that would have been a penalty or not, but good timing on the out stuck leg for Tav. Well, Cantwell has it on the byline. He's going to be put under some pressure by Hatate, and Hatate doesn't really win the ball at all, just kind of focuses on the man instead. At least there's a nice wee exchange of, you know, that I was trying to get the ball. Cantwell accepts that, fair enough. That's good all round. I think both teams are playing with a bit more respect towards each other, which isn't the usual tone for an Old Firm. But I think both teams are nodding at each other as if to say, alright, okay, yous are here to play ball, we see you. It's been a long time since we've had a Scottish Cup final, and Rangers were the ones that came out on top in that one. But that was over 22 years ago. Oh shit. Now's not the time for my throat to do that. Oh shit, Fabio Silva's just got into the box! Good shot from him, but it was nowhere near enough power on it to cause Hart any more problems. Just kind of took it into his chest, but that's what I'm saying. Rangers can cause those quick counters. Fabio Silva could have done something there. Wasn't the greatest control touching shot I've ever seen, but gets a shot on target, and I suppose Rangers will take that. At least they know they can break into the box. Here's Carter Vickers. Opts to just play it safe for now. Joe Hart. I was looking forward all week to seeing Celtic play. What's happening here? Scott, you're not in the Discord, my man, if that's what's happening. I'm not too sure. I can honestly tell you. As Carter Vickers rolls it across, could be a move here. Johnston's just going to have to play it back across to Carter Vickers on this kind of inside touch. Good for Scales. Just a wee bit side to side. Literally, of course, I get hiccups now. Everything's going wrong. Most likely that's what's happening, mate. Oh shit, that's a good bounce. Come on, take something with this. Nice touch, Taylor. Ball over the top. Header, down. Hatate! Good block. Fuck, that was decent. Sorry if I just yelled very loud. It was directly into the mic. I probably just blew out some eardrums. Sorry. Scales. It was a big chance for us, and Scales' ball through is nowhere near as good as he was probably hoping it would be, and it's just going to bounce out for a Rangers goal kick. Yeah, very much more a chill stream today, I think. Despite it being a Glasgow derby final and all that stuff, the only way I see this view count going up is if we start conceding goals. I'll be real. I'd prefer it to stay quite low in that respect. I'd much rather see a comfortable Celtic win. But if you can give the stream a like and stuff to keep us in the algorithm and things like that, I'd be very much appreciated. That's a good fake for Kyogo, but Hatate just wasn't switched on. McGregor does well to pickpocket, but in fairness to Diamonde, really good feet Gets it back to Raskin, there could be a switch on. Opts to just lay it back for Balogun instead. Leon tries to move it forward, can't well. Looking for that outside pass. Good touch for Stirling, has to try and cross that quicker. Really doesn't do so. Carter Vickers gets decked, but still manages to get the header on it for some reason. I'm not sure if he decked himself or what. It's a poor ball away. And Celtic look like they're panicking a wee bit on the defensive clearance front because Rangers are starting to throw bodies forward. Swung in. Hart should just kind of pickpocket that one and does. Steals it out of the hands and just kind of bounce it in. That's fair enough, Caden. That's fair enough. Hope Forrest's down. I looked away for a second. What happened there? I'm presuming there's a foul. I cannot speak until I see it. Oh no, it's definitely a foul. Fabio Silva and I think it's Yilmaz kind of collide and just bring him down as a foul. You know, 100% the case. I mean, probably decent game so far. I can't really complain about it, so on and so forth. It's a decent ball through. Kyogo's going to put some pressure on that, but the end product is a little bit lacklustre. It's a poor header down as well for Carter Vickers, and there's going to be a break forward. Although there's not really too many blue shots forward, like I said. Rangers not playing with as high a line as Celtic. I think that's a foul the other way. It should be, and it is. Yep. Not bad. What are you thinking of the game so far for those that are watching it a live sign? Both brought them down, yeah. So I looked away for 2 seconds, I looked back and Forrest is just on the deck and what the fuck happened? There's Scales. Scuts it back, okay. I think Carter Vickers has probably had more of the ball than anyone else. There's Maeda. He's going to have to kind of stand up against Tav and he just plays it short instead. Taylor switches it across. Could look for options here. Scales cuts inside. Right idea, poor execution, but there could be a run on Carter Vickers. Johnston under some pressure for Fabio Silva. It was a good kind of battle between these two so far. Itali does well to keep it. That's lovely football for Celtic to kind of drag players out. Rio's done well to sidestep his man. Should just lay that across and still have the ball. But we haven't really moved out of that midfield area. Cut inside from McGregor. Back towards Carter Vickers. This is what I'm saying. You need to start kind of moving them forward, lads. Because Rangers will just stand their ground and cage themselves off. It's pretty... I think to win up them. Don't think that's... hopefully that's not the case anyway. I'd like VAR not to be a controversial part of this. I'd rather every goal just be fine and legit. Stop any bullshit controversy. There's a good ball out towards Scales. Lovely ball, but equally good cutout. But that's brilliant for Maeda to open up routes. Ball into the box. Kyoto go, for some reason, goes down. Something's happening there. There's a apparent claims for something. Celtic's literally, right after I said that there might be something on here, something's just went down in the box. There was hands for something, but I couldn't honestly say what. It is a handball, by the way. I'll tell you what, that's clear and obvious. That does come off his hand. His arm's out like this, straight off it. It's going to be a case of, will it affect the play? It's an interesting one. A very interesting one, but we're just playing on because of course we'll just completely ignore that fact then, I guess. O'Reilly into the box, bounces around. Kyogo does get a touch on it, but Butland clears it away. Well, let's just make it clear. That is bullshit. So right after I said VAR was going to basically be the fucking linchpin in this, if it was straight away, man. Almost, yeah, it is as clear and obvious as a handball you can get, but the reason they won't give it is for the simple fact that it deflected off of Kyogo. But then and again, what about the fucking penalty that we conceded to Hearts, which was the exact same? The consistency is no longer there, but we move. I guess that's just something we have to accept. Thank you very much, the SFA. We move. Rangers are going to play the ball forward, try and find some openings here. Dion Stirling, good touch for him in fairness. Tavernier takes it down. Apparently not. Apparently not. Cantwell into the box. What the fuck was that? Loose touch from multiple players there. And it's eventually cleared away by Carter Vickers, but Scales just kind of had a moment there. Just forgotten. DeSales is down on the deck crying like a wee bitch because apparently he got touched. but I'm pretty sure the ball was won way before the fucking contact was made. Let's have a look. I don't know what the fuck that was for O'Reilly. The Scales doesn't really put the best block in, and that's a diving wee bell end. Oh my fucking god, that is absolutely sad, man. You're like 6'2" and you're falling over like that after you get touched. Put some respect in it. Well, we already have a talking point, as ever fucking surprised. The replay did make it look way worse, but his arm is literally out to his side. It's not natural, it's not as if he's trying to pull his arm away, his arm is literally out like that. Are they actually going to fucking check this? Oh, so right, they'll check that. They better not be, man, I fucking swear to God. They better just be having words, man. They brought Taylor and Raskin over to have a conversation. Oh yeah, more times than not that's been given as a penalty this season, but we move. Like I said, it's just one of those calls. Ball into the box for Rangers. It's kind of like a half-hearted overhead kick. I mean, I do respect it in fairness. I mean, going for that with that angle is something else, I'll say, but can't fault it at all. Fair enough. There's McGregor going to try and run it forward. Ball takes a roll across. Nice cut out for O'Reilly. Should try and move that one a bit quicker. Does eventually do so. Gets it to Forrest. Should just go inside. It's a bit slower for Celtic. We're trying to kind of frustrate Rangers and just like suck them in and then play the ball out and force them to kind of waste their energy to run across the cover. Well, that's exactly it. We've gotten the ball into the box a few times and a couple of good pieces of defending for Balogun. I will say he's having a good game. But Davies really got let away with one quite early on. There's another ball in here. Ball across, cut away by Davies this time. Doesn't need his hand to do it. It's out for a throw-in. A lot more convincing for them in fairness. But it is still in a dangerous area. We could go for a long throw if that's our thing, but it's us, so it's almost guaranteed to go short. We got Johnston on it. Oh, there's a ball on the pitch, so Clement will have to kind of kick that one off quickly. And we do go short, no surprise there. There's Johnston. Cuts it back on the edge of the area for McGregor, who takes a second to sort his feet out, but does eventually get the pass away. Carter Vickers. Good roll out. There could be something here. Run it, son. Does run it. Step inside. It's poor, but there is a kind of chance for a 50-50. Taylor does well to commit to win it half of two of them. The ball's just bouncing around a sea of bodies right now. McGregor's getting pushed over. Everyone's getting pushed over. The referee doesn't want to give a foul for anything. And eventually they pull it back for a foul on Rangers, of course. That makes perfect sense. Fair enough, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Tell you what, mate, there's already a few calls that you kind of look at and go, it's a little bit dodgy, mate. There was like 3 shot pulls on Celtic players, but of course the first one on a Rangers one, foul immediately, but fair enough. Celtic won the ball back anyway, so it's not as if it was any problem, and we'll be able to just kind of gather that for a throw-in. And you can see it for Diamonde in the midfield. He's basically screaming at them, yo, can you just cover the fucking space? Because that wee guy is doing a lot of the work for them right now. Raskin's quite quiet, he's not doing too much with the shifting. It's Diamonde that's our central powerhouse. Oh my fucking god! Hatati's just been sent to fucking... He's literally just been bodied there. If that isn't a straight up fucking card, this game is absolutely fucking rigged. What do you mean? Studs up and everything, by the way. No card, of fucking course, you fat cunt. What do you mean? No card for that, by the way. That's ridiculous, right? We've had 3 back-to-back calls. They've just crippled one of our midfielders. Nice, right? So we know what we can do now. Just start doing the same to them. See if it's going to be one of those games. I say fuck it. But we know the second we do a challenge like that, we'll get fucking booked, no problem. That is dumb. Hart has it from the back pass. McGregor, loose fucking touch. Why is his first touch so loose? We do get it out from the back. Hyogo will force some pressure on. It's headed forward, but Celtic will gather and go again. McGregor. Nice run through. There's a bit more pace about us now. It seems like we're a bit fired up. Johnston still going. Still going. Takes a bounce and a bobble. Still in the box. Don't know who has it. Johnston. Shot. Bobble. Saved by Butland. Tipped around the post. Fucking hell. Really is just bouncing around after everyone there. But Johnston nearly just took it one end of the pitch to the other and forced a goal. Davis again, just kind of not really getting it away clear, and I tell you what, Butland had to get to that. If it was coming off the post, then could have bounced back out to a Celtic shot, so he made the right call just to get it out to safety, give his team a chance to reset their positioning. O'Reilly, near post, high up, bounces across everybody though, and it's just going to roll out, I think, for a very easy Rangers throw in. Seems like that for now. But maybe it's just a case he's letting a lot of things go. We'll need to wait until Celtic commit the same type of fouls to see if we get booked for them. But Dessers literally just straight into the side of Atati and literally watched them bounce across like 4 or 5 solid feet. Can't really argue with that, John, but I don't see what him being penalising into it. So I think that's poor, man. It's going to be a goal kick, I think. It's been a very weird opening kind of 30 minutes or so, but for the most part, pretty good game. Couple of controversial calls, to be honest with you, but that is what it is. Good stuff for Rangers there, to be fair. Plays it back though. I don't understand what's the point in doing all that, just to pop it back. Butland sends it high to, I mean, he was trying to kind of knock it on for Stirling, I believe, just didn't really get it. 100%, yeah, that's a yellow card offence, like minimum. But for some reason the referees are playing a lot more of a calm game today. Hopefully it works both ways. McGregor does well to kind of pickpocket his man there. Scales. My man likes to go on his runs, but he just looks for the over the top instead, and Maeda is there. It's not the greatest first touch when Tava's on him, but he still has the ball, gets away from his man, cuts it inside, a few bounces and bobbles, and eventually Rangers get it clear. That's another fucking wild slide tackle, by the way. He did win the ball, so I'm not going to complain about that one. It was a fair challenge. That's a lovely taking touch. It's still very awkward. Maeda has it. He's been taken down, but that's another good challenge for Diamonde. He's genuinely putting in some good shifts, that wee guy. Ball sent forward. It's going to bounce around Carter Vickers-Gathers. Tell you what, man, there hasn't been a minute where something's a little bit interesting. I wouldn't say red card, Caden. Like, definitely a booking. Yellow maybe, but red's a bit tough because he's not studs up. It looked like it was studs up in real time though. That's a loose pass, fuck's sake. There's another chance for Rangers to break quickly, but fairness to the skipper, covers the entire midfield to get across and force the issue on Stirling, but played centrally. Raskin, he's under some pressure too. Celtic are getting more and more comfortable pushing it forward. To be fair, Scott, you're spot on, but we just have to shake it off and hope for the best. That's decent. Lovely for O'Reilly, just kind of kills the entire fucking point of what Rangers were trying to do there. Moves it forward. Good feet there. Johnston's not got the greatest pass on. It's still bouncing. Kyogo takes a shot. That's going to bounce off of another Rangers body. There is a lot of this going on. Yeah, I think it's going to be a... I think this has probably been formally won now. I think the next one will definitely be a booking, even if it's a soft foul. That's good for McGregor. O'Reilly rolls it back. We seem to be a bit more comfortable pressing out from the back now. Here's Maeda. Has a little bit of time and space to run into. Opts to just play it quickly instead to Taylor. Cuts it back. He'll be put under some pressure, and it's going to be a Celtic throw in, but again, Balogun putting in a good a good slide tackle. Molly Collin would have made this interesting. Although they've already been like 2 or 3 yellow cards, man. It's another Celtic throw-in. I'm honestly not sure, but we'll take it. I think Tav was just prioritising getting it away. Ball's played, that's a very poor throw, and the deflection actually lays it out perfectly for Clement to take the ball down. Rio's going to try and chip the ball back, but of course we touch the aim and it's an immediate foul, and Cantwell's down holding himself like he's been shot. You're a... Unless he got a nut shot because he's holding near his groin. If he got hit in the balls, then fully understandable, but if he didn't... Diving bastard. So he didn't get hit in the balls. He's just, yeah. I mean, it is a foul, I will say that, but it's... Unless he landed really weird or something, I couldn't honestly tell you, but... We move. Cantwell stayed there. I think he might have fucked his groin, mate. Because he's keeping his right leg up, and the way that he landed is a wee bit... One of those ones that looks way worse than it actually is. I couldn't honestly tell you, but they have got people warming up on the sidelines. Don't think Cantwell looks too happy, but I think he'll be hoping it's more of a pulled groin than anything else, but we won't know until a few minutes from now. Well, Clement's just discussing some tactics with the Raskin and Fabio Silva. Suppose that's one way to say it, mate. I think they're going to take him after the game, I'll look over and kind of make the decision based on that. I think that's why Clemens is coming over to ask him if he's fit to continue. The referees, I'm guessing. I'm going to guess the referees, Robert. There's about 8 minutes left in this half, and then whatever's left of additional time, so it's definitely potential for things to happen, but still goalless as it stands. Celtic have had a strong penalty claim, and that's really about the extent of it, to be honest with you. No real clear-cut chances that have forced a good save. I mean, Butland's had to tip one or two around the post, in fairness, but you wouldn't really call them dangerous. It's a loose cut in, it's going to put O'Reilly under some pressure, but in fairness, the big man takes that one under control quite well. Johnston will gather. Great, I love that. Yeah, I'd imagine you'd have some good ones, to be fair. That's good for Forrest. That's really good for Forrest. Still has it, Forrest. Still has it. Forrest gets it over everyone. It's tipped out. I'm not sure if it was out of play to begin with or not. Pretty sure it was. I think they pulled it back for that, but that was really good. McGregor has it back. Skills to Carter Vickers. Right, come on, boys. We've got a few minutes left. A cheeky wee goal before half time would be absolutely fabulous. Good side step for O'Reilly. Could move that inside and does. Lovely footwork. Johnston still has it. Good feet. Taylor. Back to Johnston. Carter Vickers has it now. Just 1-2ing between all the defensive kind of players right now. Pipped out towards Scales now. Let's see where we go with this. Cuts inside. Taylor switches it fast to Maeda, who's in a 2v1 but has time on his side. There's a whip ball towards the back post. Who's going to win this one? No knock on win. So Fabio Silva will chase out the clearance for Davies, and he'll try his best to kind of keep that ball under control. Does do so. And Yilmaz wastes no time in getting it clear, although to be fair, just straight into the path of Carter Vickers, who kind of chests it down, gathers it and moves forward. Wee goal would be absolutely smashing, Lizzie. You're spot on. Carter Vickers towards Rio. It's kind of filling in temporarily while Johnston's pinged up on that right hand side. Scales. Back to Carter Vickers. Lovely move there. O'Reilly's kind of got some space. He's going to take on Diamonde down that right hand side. Does get past him as well. The ball in isn't the greatest though, and Butland should gather that fine and just pick his spot and spread the play out. It's not a bad half of football for either side. I mean, Rangers will take positives from this, Celtic will absolutely take positives from this too. Both teams are doing exactly what they need to do, but this is what I'm saying. Every time Rangers fall over, it's an instantaneous foul. We've had a couple of really big calls go against us. There's another one that's back to back. Right, they were doing this shit the entire match, man. And it's a yellow card for that, though. Oh, you fucking fat fab. Oh, you are a prick, mate. You are an absolute prick. That's a yellow card offence, gentlemen. That's a yellow card offence. Not deserves fully bodying fucking Rio Atate, but McGregor jumping out of Cantwell's way because he's a diving wee blonde belly. And fantastic stuff. Referees are fucking idiots, man. Well, skipper's been booked for essentially nothing, but we move. Scales sends it forward. Taken down. There's Cantwell. Let's see where he goes with this one. Plays it back. Lovely move in fairness to them. Tavernier gets it down that right hand side. 1-2 passing's decent, but Rio's there to kind of pit pocket. Force them to go back. Nowhere near a yellow, but apparently it is. Rangers step past them, man. They fall over again. That's literally the fucking script, isn't it? Fall over despite being 6'4" or something, man. Get a grip, Balogun. They pulled it back for offside because Silva was trying to make a late run anyway, but Jesus Christ, man, what's happening here? Like, if they're getting fouls like this, shouldn't we be getting them as well? There's been a few of them now. Finger out your arse, man. Rangers play it from their foul, kind of quickly snaps it inside. Carter Vickers steps out quickly though and kind of shoulders it off. McGregor steps in between the two and plays it out towards Forrest. That's a bit better from us, trying to be a bit more direct. It nearly was the perfect ball through. Equally good cut out for Balogun though, I believe. And now it's a wee bit awkward because obviously, oh fucking, it's another foul, man. Jesus Christ. It's another one. It's like every time we touch him, it's just do. Every single fucking minor touch is just foul. It's a wee bit awkward, but it is what it is. Rangers roll it across. There's a long ball forward. Takes a bobble down. Are you kidding me? I was going to say, man, I thought they were going to give that as a penalty or something. I was about to scream. Jesus Christ, man, he just fell over, lad. Sterling plays out quick. To be fair, that is a brilliant ball from Hart. He's opened up routes down that right hand side. Maeda bobbles. I think they pulled it back for a foul on Rio there because he's kind of, I think it was like a little bit of afters. It wasn't too high. That I wouldn't even say that was a foul, you know. But this referee is so inconsistent, it's unreal. Showing that one between there's nothing really wrong with that, to be fair. It's just good old fashioned body blocking, but hey. Apparently Dessers can do that too, so it's one of those ones. It's kind of very physical. I would not like to say it, man. I don't like these types of things. Man United are 2-0 up, fuck's sake. Well, Clement's no happy, but no offence, mate. They're the only reason you're still in this game. They've let a clear handball go out the gate, and for a couple of fouls it have been a wee bit eyebrow raising. I don't think either team deserves to be losing though, I will say that. Both sides have had a decent one. Officials have taken the payment. Nah, I wouldn't say it's that bad yet, but I just want consistency, man. The same set of rules for both fucking sides. It's good for Rangers on the break here. They could do something with it. Skips inside their man. Cantwell's there. Tries to switch it high and mighty, but it's going to be a chase down between Silva and Johnston. Johnston does enough to cause some pressure. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Rangers corner kick. Yeah, Clements, I can see why he isn't happy, to be fair. Like, when you look at the offensive side of things, it's been very minor on that front for Rangers. Their counter-attacking's been fine, but defensively they've let some things go and they've had a bit of luck too. So look, he'll probably be the happier of the two managers when he gets in at half-time, admittedly, because Rodgers will be like, right, we'll just keep doing the same sort of things except try and actually fucking play the balls a wee bit quicker. Because that's the only issue we're getting, is there's a couple of loose first touches and it's allowing Rangers to pickpocket us, and getting away stupid chances isn't exactly our best thing, but here's a corner kick. Tavernier's going to swing it high over everybody, and to be fair, it was going on towards the goal. Hart had to kind of be aware, tap it over the bar. I don't know if that was an intentional shot or not. It didn't really look like it. Yeah, honestly, it's a toss-up. Hart was nonetheless wise to it, tips it over the bar, and we have another chance. Is it going to be the same type of scenario where he swings it, where he does do the exact same thing, and Hart once again just kind of parries it clear? Patati doesn't do the greatest job of getting it far away, but Cantwell will be put under some pressure. He just spins away from McGregor though. Ball into the box is decent. No one's going to really win this one. Taylor, I think there's been a foul anyway in the background of that. I think it's, yeah. I don't know what Rangers are doing there. Fair enough, they should have just passed the ball back, but eventually we've got the ball to reset. There's a minute left of additional time. Not too long left, but maybe one last kind of dig in and go for it sort of chance for Celtic, or if we'll just kind of play it safe, get into half time 0-0 and see where we're at kind of thing, because I don't think both sides have played a bad game, but are they playing their best? I would not say so. It has been end to end, but we'll give credit where it's due. It's a very interesting game. It's cut out there, so it's going to be a Celtic throw-in. About 40 seconds left of this half. Very dicey so far. That's a good pit pocket to be fair for Johnston, although the ball just kind of bobbles. Carl Vickers has it, lays it back across the scales, steps inside his man and actually does really well to open up some yards of space. His ball's not really the greatest, so Rangers will have a chance to kind of pit pocket it and get it clear themselves. Cantwell has it. And he's just going to opt to play it safe, get towards half time, and that is indeed what we're sitting with. It's a very awkward half of football, I will say. The only real talking points would probably be the foul calls, and there's been a couple of them. Scales maybe deserved the yellow for the push on Dion Sterling, but there have been a clear handball waved off from Davies, which is going to be a major talking point no matter what, because I mean the arm's out like this. And on top of that, oh, there's Cantwell. Like, alright lads, remember in the second half you've got to give us a few penalties, man. Like, fucking joke. But we move. Pretty good game of football. There's been some really good performances, by the way. I'll start by saying this. Diamonde for Rangers. Very good game. Very good game so far for him. He's not gone down easily. He's stayed on his feet whenever he's wanted to. He's not actually tried to buy any fouls. He's playing a good, honest game, which I can tap my hat off and respect. However, Cantwell can go and fuck himself with a stick. Man fell over every single time he's had the chance to, man. It's mad. You do whatever as you need to do so you can talk on Discord. What are you talking about? It's server mute. I think that's what it is, mate. Wild. Absolutely wild, but it is what it is. So I guess I'll get a little bit of a break here and do what I need to do. I'll actually respond to my fucking socials before anything because my phone was going crazy while it was going on. What are you thinking of the first half though? Could be an interesting one. Yeah, join back, see if it works, mate. You're more than welcome to try. Yeah, that's about right. Just seeing what people are saying about at half time. It's the same sort of spiel. But that handball call is definitely going to be one of the big talking points. Should have been given, by the way. It's a clear and obvious fucking handball. It's dumb. Celtic just a wee bit better. I would probably agree with that, to be fair. It's I mean, I'd say we've had the better chances, but they've been half chances at best. Like, we deflected shots that Butland's been able to kind of just comfortably gather, and there's been no real problems on that front for them. So when you look at it like that, it's fine, I guess. But like I said, I really don't like games where VAR has like a major say in the match, and of course it happened like the minute after I said it as well. Like, hopefully it's not a big part of the game, and then instantaneously ball into the box. But we move, it is what it is, I guess. You know, it's one of those ones. We can play better. We know that there's levels to it. That could be Celtic's poor half for all we know. But you know, we've had, I think, genuinely, I mean, they've shown the stats there, like 66% of the ball, and comfortable for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, we've had more of the ball, created more of the chances, but Rangers, anytime they've had it, have just funneled it going. I wouldn't disagree with it, David, but that's what I'm saying. There's levels to it. You know what I mean? We can always kind of get better. But that's just because I think the way Clement plays, because like I said, he's counter-attacking. So whenever Celtic kind of press high, Rangers will just kind of congeal into the midfield and kind of block those spaces out, while Yilmaz and Tav just kind of funnel out the space. Like, you would have noticed that themselves. Like, every attack didn't really start with their centre-backs. So when you look at it like that, it's one of those ones, I guess. But still, it's an interesting one. Still a very interesting one. I'm just going to take a wee gander to make sure there's no bad issues with this. Oh. Now. No, I mean, Cantwell and Dessers have basically fallen over most of the half. They've really just been good at disrupting the rhythm of the game, but they haven't done so much. Fair enough, David, fair enough. But when you look at it as a whole, it's not a horrible performance by any means. It's just a simple case that we need to kind of wake up a wee bit more, put the ball into the box a wee bit more, force the issue a wee bit more, and kind of force Butland to at least make some actual saves, because the two that he's had to make have been basically straight arm, and one of them was deflected. So when you look at it like that, you kind of have to hope that we wake up a wee bit. Rangers, they're kind of the same boat where they just need to get more clear-cut chances. They've been good at getting it into those like funnel areas where they get it out to a Stirling or a Silva, but when it comes to actually getting the ball into the box, they're panicking. They're kind of cutting back and going inside towards their Cantwells and Raskins when there's no real reason to. So it's just about who has that incisiveness to go, right, now go for the killer pass. Stop trying to be clever, stop trying to be intricate, and just pop it. I don't want to get that physical presence on. Kyogo hasn't had much. But it would be unfair to take Kyogo off because he's not had a bad game either. It's one of those ones where maybe switch up the thing, because you could always kind of funnel. No, because then you would be switching Maeda over the right hand side, and I don't trust that to the slightest of my degree. And Forrest hasn't played bad either. He's actually been one of the better attackers for us. So when you look at it like that, I'm not too sure. It's either will come on, or I'd imagine if there is going to be a change, I would probably gander and say it'd be like Bernardo for Rio, just so that there's an extra, you know, physical presence in the midfield. Because Atati's done well at winning the ball and passing out and stuff, but he's not really had a lot of time to dribble, which is what Rio needs to kind of be that type of midfielder that we all know and love. And I think Rangers are aware of that. That's why they're so incisive and like trying to play through that midfield as much as they do. That's why Raskins and Diamande's had as many touch of the balls as they've had. It's just simply because they know every time it goes into that space, Hatate will step away, McGregor will step in, and O'Reilly's just roaming. He's like the free man basically, so they know, get it central, ping it out right, and that's what they've been doing a lot because, of course, Johnston's pincered as far forward as he can be. Scales is obviously having to step out to cover for space, so Celtic's back line isn't necessarily like a flat four, it's more of a square at points, and they know if they can get us into that position and then just ping one good ball around that space, they just need a decent run and it's done. But yeah, I think you've kind of hit it nail on the head. Like, Rangers know the chances that they'll get will be few and far between. That's why they're biding their time. That's why they're happy to kind of frustrate the rhythm of the match. That's why they're more than happy to kind of buy as many fouls, I think, as they have, because realistically slowing the game down suits their style, especially, like I said, when the fact that they're better with counter-attacking scenarios. If they have the ball, then they can have time to think. If they're constantly put under pressure, they don't, and that's probably what's cost Rangers towards the end of this season, and they're trying to correct those mistakes in this game. You can see very early tweaks and changes that Clement did at the kind of 15-minute mark to force his full-backs forward a bit more and stop giving Johnston and Taylor those free runs in behind because, well, we're getting crosses away. So it's an interesting one for sure, absolutely, but who does it go to? I'm not too sure. As it stands right now, Celtic deserve it on the balance of play, but I don't think neither team necessarily deserves to be losing. Like I said, if you're being hypercritical, handball call, that's about it. You know what I mean? That's the split difference between the two sides right now. The handball call, that's about it. Yeah, showing like the matchup battle between Maeda and Tav, and that has been probably one of the battles of the game. If there's one player that stays on that park, it is Maeda, because he's doing a lot of work. Again, McGregor space so they can come and break in behind him. Exactly it, Wayne. Like, this is the thing about it. Like, McGregor's got the right idea when he's setting up to kind of play out from the back, because again, the way that Rangers are set, Cantwell plays as like a cam almost, and he'll only drop back when it's necessary. And the way that Raskin and Diamonde work is they like to funnel. They don't like to stay central. They like to kind of do this almost, if that makes sense. So Cantwell, when he has to step back, is allowing McGregor to basically take those extra steps and find those like outfield passes. And that's why I think Clement's obviously tweaked the system to be like, right, no, cool, right, push Yilmaz forward, push everyone else forward, but keep Balogun back, because at the very least, if there's an over the top from a Maeda, where a ball gets in behind, he can get there and cover that cross sort of thing. And it's happened a few times where that's exactly happened, where Forrest gets the ball or Maeda gets the ball and there's that quick cross, but you've got a Davies or a Balogun there to kind of just get the quick block in, because they know that's where most of the offensive front's going to come. If they keep the midfield quiet, then they know that chances will kind of blossom in that sense, and Rangers just need a quick counter. But Celtic have that same idea, where if Rangers try and pin the ball forward, we win the ball high up the park and it's just quick, straight inside, cause problems. And both teams have had tiny little moments. How you doing, Virtual? Nice to see you, mate. I've got to see my Matondo out and playing 4th and 5th choice centre backs. Well, yeah, but this is the thing. Like, when you give players a chance to prove themselves, they do. And Forrest is a good example of that. No one was talking about him 10 weeks ago, and now he's basically been one of the best players towards the end of our running. Every player brings something to the team, right? Substitutes are still top class players, you need to remember that. Rangers bench is still stronger than most actual first team squads in the SPFL, so you need to consider that. Celtic can argue the exact same point, and Celtic do have bench options too. So Celtic can bring them on if it's necessary. And I think Adam might be one of those calls. I'd imagine it would be him or it would be Bernardo. Has to be investigated. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that would do too much, to be honest with you. As other games going, I can't bring to switch the telly over. If you're talking about the Manchester and Manchester City game, United are winning 2-0 very, very comfortably, actually. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that, but apparently City's capitulated. I'll pull it up on here for you, mate, so you can take a gander at it before we head back in for the second half here. But yeah, it's the youngsters that seem to be doing the job for these. 25% of the ball, might I add. Take a gander. But City have just been shit with the ball, I guess. Fair enough. Well, at least she's got a trophy this season, Gaz, as long as there's... not Gaz, sorry, for Virtual, as long as you hold on, that is. Fair enough. Don't really care about that, but I'll keep it on the side just in case. Honestly, I thought City would have strolled it, to be honest, just because they genuinely, you know, the parting with Ten Hag and all that stuff, you think, alright, cool, obviously, you know, Man United are just kind of going, right, this season's done, focus on the next one, but they do have a good set of youngsters, you know what I mean? Garnacho is a baller, an absolute baller at that, so can't fault it. Should probably message her before I forget. I was just panning around and all the fans and stuff before we get back out for the second half. Ain't too long left now. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Could have had a couple extra. Well, based on the stats I'm seeing, it's been very simple, kind of the exact same type of system that we're playing in this final, where it's like... Yeah. I mean, I do not understand this at all, but fair enough. Apparently McTominay's a striker. That's probably the weirdest formation I've ever seen. It's basically just M. The second half's about to kick off in this game, but that's what they're playing right now. We don't honestly care about this one all that much, I'll be real, but bang, this is the one we care about. No, mate, as much as I would be like, yeah, I'll watch that game, my priority's on this one. You know what I mean? My team is Celtic, and you don't miss an old firm for no reason. Right. No obvious changes, not that I'm seeing anyway, so that's something, I guess. It'll be an interesting one. We've got 45 more minutes and then this season could potentially be a wrap. If not, then it'll be just another additional 30 minutes plus penalties if it's required. You've got Celtic on your 5 fullback. Oh, God fucking bless, man. Well, it will be a toss-up to see if that's the case, mate, but as it stands, we seem to be just about holding firm. Davies just came out with slicked hair. And there's, I think, Diamond Stalling running back onto the pitch. I don't know numbers all that well, my bad, but number 15. I think it's Sima that's getting ready to come on, actually. If it's not him, then my bad, but I think the Dessers might be coming off. Sorry, the Dessers is off. Sima is on, so they're going for a more physical punch on the front line, which kind of makes sense, to be fair. They're probably going to go for more quick crosses. This should be an interesting one. Well, we ain't got too much to play for now. This is the big fucking moment for Rangers. This is a big moment for Celtic. This is for the double. We're back underway. Second half kicks off. Rangers get the ball rolling and straight away looking for those incisive passes down that wing. Keep an eye out for Silva playing a lot more centrally this half, because like I said, they'll try and expand the play as much as possible, but there's a breakthrough immediately. Butland was smart and out fast though. That's experience telling right there for Butland to not kind of stand his ground, and Celtic have just given the ball away poorly there, and it's opened up routes for Rangers. Seaman will get his first few touches on the ball, and Maeda gives him a firm reminder that he can't just dilly-dally about. Gets in behind him, wins the ball between his legs and then bundles him over, but after a couple of bobbles and bounce arounds, Rangers throw in. Interesting. Seamer just looks like he's standing in heaven right now for some reason. I love to see it, man. Flares galore. It's going to be a bit hard to tell who's who, so forgive me if I misidentify a few people, especially while there's this much fog, but I was just waiting on the sidelines for now. I think the referee might have pinged the play a little bit just to let the smoke clear a tad, which I think is fair. Just playing it safe. That's more than fair enough, yep. Okay, we're moving on, we're playing on, we're moving again. Ball's thrown into the box. Scales takes it down, snapshot it away, good touch. There could be a shot on for Rangers, it takes a high bounce. Johnston for some reason goes for a backheel clearance over it. I don't know why, but I guess that's just what we're doing. We've given them a a corner kick to try and do something. Was a decent half chance there. Or did it bounce back off Raskin? I thought that was a Rangers corner kick. I'll be real, it must have bounced back off him then. My bad. We're moving again then. Scales has it. Tries to funnel it across. Good move, son. Scales. Back towards Hart. A little bit dodgy there, but does swing it high. Looking for that over the top. Forrest kills the header down brilliantly, to be fair to him. And Johnston's just going to run all the way back and potentially give the ball away. Does well enough to keep it in play. They played it for an advantage and then they've dragged it back for a foul regardless, but fair enough, I guess. Can't argue with it. We'll move. There's Hart. He's just going to play it out from the back. Simple and pure. We love to see it. Scales. To Carter Vickers. Go on, son. We seem to be playing a lot slower out the gate, this one. Not as intentional, and again I've kind of said that if we're going to get into this game we have to kind of pick up the pace, not slow it down. Because if you give Rangers time to think, they will usually find an answer to deal with it. But you need to kind of keep them under constant pressure, do what you can. That should be a foul for us, it's just straight over the back of them. It was a good attempt to be fair, but now... Okay, what the fuck are you injured for then, Chief? Aren't you the one that filled him? There's Rio, gets in front of his man. Rangers try and keep it in play. Oh yeah, the guy who was critically injured is all of a sudden on his feet as soon as Rangers had a break there, but Celtic steal the ball back, so you look a wee bit silly now, don't you, cunt? Carter Vickers. Rolled out towards the right hand side, here's Forrest. Steps inside his man, good run. Goes for the indirect pass and it walks out. O'Reilly's second touch is nowhere near as good as the first though. It's just going to be cleared up high. Davies wins the initial header. And again, it's just a little bit bounce around football right now. Maeda cuts in front of his man to cut Cantwell out, but Dion Stallings there to make up the mark. Tavernier tries to get past again, and once it's just bouncing around between so many people. And of course it is. Jesus Christ, everything is a foul, isn't it, man? Even Sterling knows, man. He gets up and raises his eyebrows if they say, well, that was fucking lucky. There was not even a real bit of contact there. He just fell over, man. Doesn't really matter anyway because the ball over the top isn't exactly great, but we move. Carter Vickers. Here's McGregor, and this is what I'm saying. He has time to pick those types of passes out. It's a good ball from Rio to Maeda, but equally decent for Tav, and it's a throw-in for Rangers. I don't honestly know. Kyogo's pit-pocketed it though. It's just getting out. Yeah, it's very, very iffy, man. It's just 50-50 touches all the time. And McGregor's asking, where's the card, man? Cantwell's done this twice now. McGregor's been booked for nothing, so honestly has a right to ask. The ball's been played forward. Nobody really deals with it. It's just so fucking... It's like none of them actually know how to play the football right now. It's just bouncing off everything. Eventually it's gathered and calmed down. Raskin has it now. Diamond it. To Yilmaz, under some pressure by Forrest, who does win the ball back. Kyogo does well to lay the ball back off to the Scotsman, and there's a run forward here, Jab. That's decent. Run it. Inside, Goofy Forrest should have played that quicker, but instead just goes backwards. Stop doing this shit, man. Forrest, edge of the area, has some time. 1-2, fucking football. Boys, see when I say you just take a touch and shoot, maybe start doing that, because that's when we play our best football. There's a chase down now between Silva and Scales. Scales will get there ahead of his man and just kind of put it off to the side, but Jesus Christ, man. It's a very long 6 minutes when you consider the amount of end-to-end runs Cantwell has it. O'Reilly will just funnel him into space. Johnston's there, he'll just play it back to... Well, they should probably get it out from the back at any fucking point, man. Stop playing around this. Oh, Jesus, lads. Yep, we've given the ball away for no reason. Can you fuckheads stop playing dumb and just do what you're told to do? Very poor for Johnston, man. Very poor for Carter Vickers. That was just very... Rangers have the ball in the midfield. They've got it for Raskin. Kyogo will put some pressure on, but it's a good pass away for the wee Belgian, to be fair. Rolls it back across. There's Davies. Bit of a slack first touch, but deals with it nonetheless. Decent from Diamonde. Ball is, again, right idea, but Silva wasn't central enough to get to that pass. So Hart gathers it and he'll be able to go again. Scales. Irishman switches it across. Comes back to him. And there'll be a few steps in towards that midfield area if he should take it. There's Hatate, lays it off. McGregor once again gets brought down by Cantwell, and McGregor's asking the question again. He's like, right, this is a few times now. There should be something coming out for him at some point. It's happened a lot. Why is the only booking been for McGregor, man? No card. Fucking okay. It's like the 5th time he's done that to McGregor this match, but okay. Ball's been played quickly. Forrest has it. Rio, good first touch. He's been shoved off the ball as well. Why are they just allowed to do what they want? Rio does well to win that tackle. Back bounces around. It should be a Rangers throw in and is. And for some... What the fuck is Sima Dane? Get the fuck off him, you stupid cunt! Aye, damn right. What the fuck are you doing, you wee waste of time, man? Tap in, Merchant, and you're trying to get in Johnston's face. Fuck off. Like Diamonde comes over to Clement. Like, I like Diamonde, right? Diamonde, I respect him. Good lad. Sima can go and fuck himself. What the hell was that? Like, Johnston was just trying to stand up. Oh, what? No, don't book him. Did they just book Diamonde as well? I mean, like, yeah, I guess he was involved in the afters and stuff, but, like... Yeah, like, Johnston's obviously, he's like, yo, what the fuck, man? I'm just trying to sit down and then, oh, yeah, it's just dumb. That is just dumb all round. They have brought out some cards for some people, although I can't really be specific on who. I know Sima definitely went into the book. That was wild. Maeda's done well to pickpocket that one back, but like I said, this game's just physical. No one's stepping out to cover that space. Rangers can try and get a cross in. Rio does eventually just about get there before the cross is in the air, so deflected out for a Rangers throw in right beside the byline. Corner flag area, they can certainly do damage with that. Is it not a red? Well, probably because he didn't actually physically hit him, but it was a yellow card, absolutely. Sima just kind of lost his temper for a little moment. But you don't try and stud someone when they're on the ground, that's just dumb. Should be a... Well, I was going to say it should be a Celtic throw in that time, but apparently not. Cantwell has it. Good pickpocket for McGregor. Lovely touch for Hatate, and we can break from this. Ball switched. Good kill for Yilmaz, and there is a serious chance for him to have a long-range shot. Does do so, and it's... I mean, the direction was there. He was putting it on target, but there was nowhere near enough power on that for that to ever be a threat. It's because his boot was stuck in Johnston's legs, so that's what I'm saying. It's like Johnston was just trying to get up and Sima was not allowing it, kind of thing. It's one of those. It's definitely not a red though, Chief. Kyogo plays it out towards that right hand side. There is a quick break on. Here's Forrest if he can get there first. Does well. Go on, son. Wee man. Forrest. Shot. Blocked. Oh, for fuck's sake, with the extra touch, man. Stop trying to be Clifford. You're not fucking Messi, Chief. He had about 4 seconds where he could have cracked that at any point, but he decides to keep dribbling in. Take a touch hit it! It's not fucking difficult, man. That was so good for him. The first touch inside was lovely, but followed it up with about 6 unnecessary ones. We've won the ball back high up again here. That's a good... Oh, of course it bounces for Rangers anyway. Jesus Christ, man. 4 Celtic shots. We do win the ball back. It's awkward. It should be... I'm not really sure what's happening there, but there's another thing happening. Sterling was just kind of having words with Taylor there. Taylor doesn't look very happy. It's getting a bit dicey. Kind of how it's going right now, Joseph, but I mean, it's... Yeah, what the fuck is Sterling holding his leg for, man? Trying to fuck, like, UFC his ass? Like, it doesn't get off him. Like, that should be a card as well. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Rangers are just playing dirty for no reason now. It's actually kind of sad because they were playing some decent stuff in the first half, but the second half has just been this grimy shite. They've won the ball back here. Cantwell's on the break. Johnston's going to have to try and cover back. Seaman's been brought down there. There's some whole talks going on. It's bounced out. Should just be a corner kick for Rangers. And they eventually give it. McGregor's kind of complaining, saying that it wasn't really the case, but that's what's happened. That's what he's saying. He's like, it kind of came off him. Let's see. Yeah, no, that definitely did not come off of a Celtic shot. That should genuinely just be a... Fair enough. That is what it is. Can't really argue with it. Oh yeah, no, I don't think he was expecting this, man. Like that, this is different levels. I'm just kind of glad Celtic aren't doing the same thing back, because the last thing this game needs to do is devolve into a fucking red card fest. But Rangers do have a good set piece opportunity just before the hour mark. They can swing it in and do some damage. They've got everyone basically encompassing Hart, which is quite literally not allowed. And I think Beaton's pointing that out and asking them to step away from it a little bit. They're more or less in the 6-yard box now though. So we know what's happening here. Near post, they'll try and body Hart and try and make it difficult for him to punt it out. Which is exactly what happens! And this is fucking exactly what I'm talking about. And the cunt that's been... You fucking should have been sent off anyway. Gets a goal. Told you, set pieces were going to be our undoing. That's exactly what happens. Piss poor from the goalkeeper. Piss poor all round. Rangers lead 1-0. Don't really deserve it, but it is what it is. Fucking ridiculous. I suppose acting like scum and diving about like scum and fouling like scum gets you rewarded in this league. Fantastic stuff. Hart's asking, there's a contact on his back, but you can fuck off with that, Hart. You're a gimp. Should have been able to strengthen yourself to get that one away, but that's not what happens at all. And it's just an easy fucking... He just misses it entirely, man. Hart just misses it entirely. He gets like... Yeah, he gets pushed. He does get pushed. 2 hands on the back, so maybe this gets reviewed. It's an interesting one. I'm not too sure. But Raskin does push the goalie. And that's probably why he misses the punch. But Sima was just there at the back post to top it in. It's ridiculous. They probably won't check that because of course they fucking won't. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I think that's what Rodgers is hanging. He's put his arms up in there as if to say, yo, you want to maybe fucking do this? But Ida's getting warmed up to come on. And Hart's still asking, why aren't you checking this? And I think they might be going to do so. Because the 2 hands in the back, mate, it's not just one. It's going to be a curious one, but if they're disallowing a clear and obvious handball for us, they get this disallowed. Because it's 2 hands on the back and he literally breaks away from his man to push him. That is literally his only goal. They have to disallow that, right? Let's see what they do. I think they've waved it off. Push on the hands. There we go. That's fine. It took them fucking 3.5 minutes to check that, by the way. So Rangers fans have a right to be pissed off as well. But yellow card's been brought out for Raskin. He's in the book as well for the 2-handed push on Hart. It has been disallowed. But even so, that is way too fucking easy and you should never let that happen again, Hart. stand your ground, back up into him, do what you need to do. Don't just allow yourself to get flopped. We survived one there, I'll be fully real, but it is a genuine fucking right call. They got it correct in the end. Aye, that is coming on for Kyogo. I think that's the main change, and that's more than fine for me. Kyogo's kind of had a bit of a quiet one, and he's just heading straight down the tunnel. Interesting. No, he's not sitting with the team. He's just straight down the tunnel. That maybe he's injured, I couldn't honestly tell you, but that's the first change we've made. But Rangers know that they can get a goal now. It's the boost Celtic needed, not necessarily because that's just a reminder that Rangers can score for set pieces, and they nearly did it twice in the first half too. That's too many times where the ball's just been whipped into the 6-yard box and Hart just kind of stands there. Needs to show some more physicality. In fact, the entire fucking back line do sometimes. Passes like that can work out well for us if Forrest can get there. He does do enough to keep it in and will actually get enough to put a cross in. Towards the back stick, Maeda was making the late run. Taylor will get there, he's been wiped out and the referees eventually pulled it back for a foul there. Taylor stayed down clutching his fucking leg, so there's another card. Another yellow coming out. Jesus Christ, man, this ref, you've lost the game, man. He's absolutely lost the fucking game. Yeah, thank God he pushed him, that's what I'm saying. The only reason that Hart didn't get that punch was because of that Raskin push. It's the only thing that saved us. If Hart had just misswung at that, it wouldn't have mattered. It's a very interesting one, man, because this game has devolved into fucking chaos. Quite literal chaos. Yeah, things are getting a wee bit dicey now, a wee bit interesting, but it is what it is. Because they're checking that loose one. Like, yeah, it's a foul. It's definitely a foul. He catches the man and wins the ball afterwards. But I don't think it's like a red card offence, for fuck's sake. It's a yellow. And then Diamonde and McGregor having words. And then Ida push. Why would you do that, Ida, mate? I'm pretty sure he'll go in the book for that push and all. So that's just stupid. Well done. You've been on the pitch 2 minutes and you've pushed someone over. Fucking calm yourself down, son. Few of them are letting their heads go. I don't like that type of football, man. But there is a set piece that we can do damage with. We've scored from these types of ranges on numerous times this season. It's just about where that ball goes. If there's a good timed run, we can do damage. So it's either going to be an in-swinger from O'Reilly or an out-swinger from Hatate, but I'd imagine it would probably be the latter because O'Reilly has the ability to kind of dip it in. Maybe look at the back post, but the referee's pulled it up for something else, and that's frustrated O'Reilly. You could tell by his reaction, but chance for us to do something here. Keel, there we go. There is that run, that delayed run into the box, and it does actually take a bobble off of someone. I think it's a corner kick in the end. Maybe a goal kick, I'm not too sure, but if that was a genuine header, it was a poor one. Butland straight from kick-off goes to send it long. McGregor wins the bounce down, and the foul has been pulled. Oh, I thought it was a foul, it was offside anyway. That's what I'm saying, Flash. Literally straight on the pitch and straight into the book. That's not a good sign. Couple of cards, man. There was one yellow card in the first half. I think there's been about 6 or 7 in the second. It's a good ball over the top if he can get there. In fairness to Maeda, he does a good shift to genuinely get there, but he just didn't have the kind of ability to drag it back onto the pitch in time. Very hectic match, this one. Very hectic match. Rangers will play it out from the back. Let's see where this chase down goes. Sent forward. Rangers are definitely using the physicality side of things a lot more. Seema's more or less just the hold-up player, winning headers and trying to trap those loose balls where he can. Ball out towards the right-hand side here. Stirling, ball up into the box. This time Hart's out to clear it and calm it down a wee bit for the team. Straight away spreads the play up that left-hand side. Maeda's going to be on the chase, and well, it's a bit of a slack touch there. Maeda will throw himself into it for vibes, I guess, and in fairness, good defence for Balogun, doesn't take too many risks, just pops it away for a throw-in. You're absolutely spot on, man. Feels like that, mate. Good touch for Maeda though. as well to body it, but it should. Well, apparently it's a Rangers throw. I think Ida's even saying that himself. It's a wee bit. Couldn't honestly tell you. They're not showing any other replays of it, but Rangers throw in it is. Played across the back stick. Butland spreads it out towards the top. Well, that's actually a really good ball for Yilmaz, but no one was in the midfield was even slightly aware of that, and McGregor's there to just pickpocket it calmly. Shrugs off Cantwell and just plays it across his man. There's a good potential ball in there if Maeda sees the run. Maeda is there, Butland's there as well, just kind of covering the space in case the Japanese man was able to pickpocket him inside, but not really there. Who's the commentators are driving me nuts? Could not honestly tell you. I have it muted. I can't hear any audio. It's because I have some of my community members in the Discord, and obviously, you know, they'll be talking about the game, and I don't want, obviously, anyone that's watching this and not in the community Discord confused about what's going on. That's a good pickpocket for Carter Vickers. Right, come on, son. Bit more of some direct movement here. Ida just gives the ball away. He's came onto the pitch and he's just decided to play fucking woeful. We've dragged some bodies down. They've tried to do the same to us. It's a 50-50. Celtic come away with it though. O'Reilly spreads it out towards Forrest, who's put under immediate pressure from Yilmaz, and the pass is not great, but he comes in, tries to win the ball, goes into his man, and it's going to be an instant yellow card. They're just letting the game fucking get to them now. How many bookings are we going to see? Hey, the engine used to see it. Not a chance. Well, love to see it, but well, it's kind of a wee bit dicey. Yeah, we appreciate that win. At least you're going to get like genuine commentary. Oh, there's a delay on them. Is that what it is? Fuck's sake, BBC, mate. No offence, they fell off with a vengeance over the last 2 decades or so. Ball's been swung high. Let's see where this one goes. Headed on and away. It's actually going to get to a Rangers shot. Scales is more than happy to body it up, and it's bounced in instead. Rangers try their best to pickpocket it. It's going to be a corner kick though. And like I said, set pieces are our danger. To be real certain, I'll back them with 3-1. But like the 3-3 game, we had some fun. Yeah, like genuinely, it's not as if the football's been bad, but the constant stop-start football is always frustrating no matter what team it is. And both sides are frustrating each other, because anytime it looks like Celtic have a chance, Rangers will fall over, and it's as if Celtic are starting to sort of do the same thing back, and it's just a wee bit dicey. But there is another corner kick being swung in on the far side, and it's Diamonde that's stepping up to whack this one in. Same sort of approach, near post, flicked away. It's going to be a chase down between someone. Forrest is going to be the one to claim it, and just dinks it off of Yilmaz, buys the throw in, simple and pure. Give the Turkish win some credit, stayed with it. You're in the States, probably the reason. That's fair enough, my man, that's fair enough. That's decent there for Johnston, runs it forward, sent high. There could be a chase down there, but to be fair, it was always going to bounce, and I'm pretty sure Ida was offside. He was just over the halfway line. So that's probably more than fine. This could be awkward for us, man. 20 minutes of the game left to go, extra time looking a bit more likely as the seconds tick by, although Rangers seem to be being a bit more offensively curious. They're trying their best to move it forward where they can. Can't go to pens, Nels can't stand it. Ah, fuck that, honestly. I remember that one in the semi-final a few years ago where Rogic skied it over the ball, man. That was heartbreaking. Scales played it back. Comfortable. Not getting a few touches of the ball. Just kind of happy to list them into play. Here's Scales. Steps inside his man, runs forward. There is a through ball there, but it's a poor pass for the Irishman, and Rangers can break quickly if they can get the ball under control, which they sort of do. Eventually do now. It's out towards that right hand side. Cantwell goes for the funnel pass. They do alright to get the first touch, but Seymour was always going to kind of have a tough time getting around his man there, and Celtic throw in. Penalty's not for me, absolutely fucking not. There is a change for Celtic coming on though. It's going to be Nicholas Kuhn. I know his name isn't Nicholas, I just call him that, but it's the same thing I do it with Matt O'Reilly and all that as well, for those that are new here. Anyone that's here long enough knows, but yeah. Kuhn is on, Forrest is off, which is kind of an interesting one, but I think it's just Forrest might be running out of energy. He's not really a 90-minute player. The wee German, in the last game of the season, right before the Euros, it would be nice for him to get a wee goal. Here's Scales. This is where the boys need to start digging in and giving everything. The same would apply to Rangers. Ball spread across, Scales has it. There is a run on. It's the right pass this time from Scales, and it's delivered straight back to him for the skipper. Good taking touch for Taylor, runs it inside, and they're just going to run it all the way through the defence, basically, side to side. There's Carter Vickers, Johnston's there if he needs him, but he steps inside instead. Lovely outfield pass, Kuhn has some options. Yilmaz steps up to his man, Silva there to cover with him. Rolled out, McGregor, edge of the area. Taylor, still sort of in the edge of the area. Ball over the top from Ayeda. Right idea to try and play the cross, but he shouldn't have done it first time. Had the space to take a touch. Celtic still have it. Lovely ball into the box. Lay off touch. He's been dragged down, but it was a fair challenge in the end, and it could be a break for Rangers. Cantwell's on the move. Pit pocketed by McGregor and then cut out by O'Reilly, but it's just going to be a straight up fill. And Cantwell's trying to get in everyone's way again. What the fuck's happening here? Something's went down. I think there's a yellow card coming out for a Celtic player. I think Taylor just had afters with Cantwell. I kind of missed the tail end of it because of the camera switch. I just seen Cantwell yelling at someone, so I'd imagine there was afters. I mean, Taylor wins the ball, that's fair enough. Is it afters, I'm guessing? That just gives him a wee pat on the shoulder and Cantwell Hank overreacts, I guess. That's fair enough. I mean, Cantwell has a right to be pissed off. You don't put your hands on another player like that, it's just dumb. There's some changes coming on for Rangers. I think it's Matondo. Definitely looks like one of them, and I think Scott Wright's the other. Fabio Silva's going to be the first one to leave the pitch. Hey then, Ben, nice to see you, man. I'm back to work now. Oh, I love to see it. Taylor telling him to lie down, basically. That's what it is, man. It's just afters. See, I did it earlier on with Johnston, and same sort of scenario. It's just unnecessary. And Cantwell, oh! Hey, officials just came out and done something there. Cantwell's, the yellow cards came out for him. Something's just happened after that as well. What the fuck's going on? Has he just been... I don't know what the fuck's went down, but he's just been carded for something. We do love the SFA's cameras, because they always cut after something happens rather than just as. I don't know if he's getting taken off or what, but he's walking around the edge of the pitch. That will be with all other changes as well, I guess. So it'll be Matondo for Cantwell. Or the other way around, I should say. Matondo's on for Silva and Wright's on for Cantwell. I think it's the right timing for Clement, because Cantwell looks like he was genuinely like 2 seconds away from snapping someone's legs. And that cost him the game last time, so I think Clement's just trying his best to make sure there's the least amount of yellow cards in that pitch as possible. Taylor gets up for the header. It's well won in the end by Stirling though. Well gathered by Diamondi. There's a break there. That's a switch for Tavernier. Or the words, that's side. Good take. Matondo's first few touches of the ball. Johnston doesn't really step up on his man right, but it's good double work. Can you maybe not stutter step everywhere, lad? Can you stop doing stupid shit? Fucking twice yous have done this half, man. Fucking clear it if yous have that fucking problem. Ball into the box for Rangers is going to bounce out for a corner. Well, giving them chances, or did that cannon back off right? I'm not too sure. It's either a goal kick or a corner. I'll confirm for you in like 1 second. Oh, it's a goal kick, but it's like we're trying to invite the pressure on, man. Play fucking through them, not with them. It's a bit dumb. Honestly, yeah. I feel like some Rangers fans genuinely do have that opinion of Cantwell. It's just, mate, it's a bit much. Like, you haven't really won much while you were here. You've been like a bit player at most. It's like his best goal was a fluke and everything. It's just the classic wraparound season for a Rangers loan. It's a good ball out towards the right hand side. Here's Kuhn. Tries to play it inside for Johnston. Good body block, and in fairness to Yilmaz, even better tackle. Good work for both of them there. There's a couple of players that are still having honest games though. I will say it, Diamondi's definitely Rangers man of the match so far. Scales just kind of rolls it back for Hart in the end. I don't like how awkward this feels like. O'Reilly an empty shot today. It's not that he's been knocked out quite intentionally. See, whenever you watch where Raskin and that is, he'll always kind of be off the shoulder of him, just to make sure that, yeah, like every touch is loose, and that's another example of that. O'Reilly couldn't really get to that one because Raskin kind of got in his way. Butland's just prioritising getting it to fuck. Not the greatest touch for O'Reilly, but he'll keep the pressure alive. Johnston will do the same, but it's just a run around, and I'll tell you what, the pace is there for Rangers to break away. The switch is on that left hand side. Why is no one seeing that left hand side? Shots blocked in the end by Taylor. Cleared away in the end, but it should be a corner kick, and it might be. I'm not too sure if Scales got to that in time. I think it's a throw in. But that was a very quick break from them. They could have done something there, man. Really should have passed that to Yilmaz. He was wide open. Case a goal, would love to see him, man. 13 minutes left, give or take, so set pieces have not been our favourite thing to deal with, I'll be fully honest, but let's see what happens with it anyway. Swung in over everybody. Fucking hell, that could have been dangerous. Hart once again just misses the ball entirely. No offence, mate, for a retirement match, you're not having a great send off. Just kind of like bobbles and doesn't really cover it. It thankfully goes over everyone. Even Carter Vickers didn't need to jump in the end, but if you're coming out to claim that, you need to claim it faster. And this is the other change that I was more inclined to thinking that was happening. I think it's going to be Hatate coming off. It's going to be Paulo Bernardo coming on, getting that extra physical body in the midfield to kind of over-encompass them where we can. Let's see if the wee Portugueseman's got it in his locker to get a late one up. It's nowhere near and open as expansive for a game where everyone thought there was going to be goals. There have been very few chances for them. Roll across for Scales. Inside for McGregor. Waits for the run of Scales and eventually plays it out to him. Goes for that long switch. Maeda's there. Good taking touch. Taylor's giving the ball away again though, and this is what I'm saying, man. Just a few too many occasions where we just let the ball get away from us. There's a run down that side. Seems to be Rangers' main tactic for now. Just get as much pace on it as possible. Scales just does the weirdest clearance I've ever seen. It's like you are trying to give them the game, boys. Oh my fucking god, they've missed a sitter. Either that or Carter Vickers just got in front of his man in the nick of time, but hopefully it was the fucking latter, because if that's so, good defence. But once again, we're just Scales doing whatever the fuck he wants to. Poorest clearance I've seen for him today. Bernardo hasn't really... Oh, fucking yeah, Carter Vickers needed to get that touch, by the way. He really needed to get that touch. It was a straight tap in, otherwise, fucking hell. We don't like this, boys. We do not like this. Very end-to-end sort of football, man. They're looking better. It's because they know that they're fired up now. That's the thing. But Sterling's gone down. The wee man has ran his pan in for the entire match, so it doesn't honestly surprise me that he's taking a sit down, because wee man has ran. Like I say, I'll give the Rangers players that have played well their credit. Some of them have been brilliant, but most of the chances that these cunts have made have been off the back of really poor backwards touches from us. It's going to be Ryan McCausland, I think, is getting warming up to come on for Dion Sterling. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll take Sterling off to the side of the park for now and allow McCausland to get onto the field. I wouldn't say it's that desperate yet, Chief. There's just a period in the game where the Celtic defenders aren't really playing their best selves. But this is the danger of ones, because Tavernier's, every single time it's been the same thing: swing it into the 6-yard box and try and put it on target, get around the goalkeeper and cause as many problems as possible. So Celtic can have like a fail-safe net around Joe Hart to allow him to get to that, but it's the exact same thing again. They are literally doing the same tactic, man. It's like watching a game of FIFA unfold. Ida was at the near post to clear that one. It's going to be another corner kick, look. Rangers have seemed to have found their purple patch almost at the right time here. High in swinger coming in, most likely towards that back post once again. Tavernier signals, swings high. Same issue again. This time it's another corner. Ida once again near post. It's just going to be a carbon copy. Same thing again. This one's all the way back. Hart doesn't really get full contact on it, just kind of palms it clear, and Bernardo this time scoops it and does what most defenders should have done for most of this game: just get it clear when there's danger. Not comfortable for Hart, but it is what it is. But Palmer for my header wouldn't be a bad shout right now. Not by any stretch. Ball's played short right. It's done okay to do that, but Celtic should realistically win that one back. It's a Rangers throw in though, fair enough. Quick throw is taken. Carter Vickers more than composed to get that one out. McGregor's giving the ball away. This is what I'm saying, man. Every time we give the ball away ourselves, Rangers aren't coming through us. It's just us literally handing them it now. Ball swung high. Seema's there at the back stick. Header at the near post, but there was too much of a closed angle, and I don't think Hart's ever going to be that bad to not get on that one. He just punts it and gives the ball away again. For fuck's sake, man, it's getting desperate now. It's getting a wee bit desperate, lads. I tell you what, man, see when we brought Ida on, our entire games died. It's not to disrespect Ida or anything, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying Kyogo gave us that extra running option. Ida isn't doing that. He's just kind of standing his ground, which is fine if you're playing against us at midden, but not a counter-attacking team like Rangers. Oh my god, for fuck's sake, step out and cover your man for once, man. Jesus Christ, Bernardo eventually gets there. That's the cover for his loose man. McGregor's back in the action eventually. Shot from range, takes a bounce off Carter Vickers. Still just take it, it's bobbling every time in their favour, man. Cleared away eventually. Fucking hell, that one was even a bobble in itself. Johnston does well to get past his man. He's getting fucking shot pulled and everything. There's going to be an instant yellow card for Fabio, not for Fabio Silva, sorry, for Yilmaz. Kind of a smart foul, tactical foul for them. Rangers will kick themselves if they don't beat the Celtic side today. It's one of those ones, man, either side can take it. It's a very 50-50 split. Celtic had the first half, Rangers have definitely had more of the second. But it's been a lot more frustrating for both sides, I'll say that much. The amount of yellow cards that have came out is insane. I'm surprised there's not been a red. And honestly, there could have been a couple of reds. Play it from the back. Once again, McGregor out towards Bernardo, cut inside. McGregor takes a good first touch, kind of holds it up, steps inside his man instead, actually, for the first time this game. Gets it out towards Kuhn. There could be a cross in here. Does get the cross in, but it's absolutely dead at best, and it's easily cleared away by Seema. Scales takes the ball down from the clearance. Steps inside his man and switches it to Taylor. He just prioritises getting it forward. Should just be a Celtic throw in. And he's shouting at Dies and he's going, yo mate, fucking move out, kind of get into wing space. And to be fair, he's right. Maeda's played a wee bit quieter than usual over the last 15. Ball swung high in towards that area again. It's another Celtic throw in, this time just outside the box. So a long throw is on if we want to take it, but it's not the style that we kind of go for. Short it is indeed. Taylor, quick cross, straight into the body of a blue one, and it's cleared away easy. Rangers have a break now. They can do something with it. We decide to pull them down, but it's a 3-on-3. There is a major chance for Rangers to steal this late. Scales is not getting close to his man at all, but the shot is absolutely poor for Sima. The heads in the hands for all the Rangers fans and everything. He really should have done better with that one. But the ball's been switched high now. There's a chase on for either, but he's not going to get there, surely. I respect him for trying to keep it in with the acrobatics, but it was never really going to work out. Jesus Christ, man, both teams are kind of opening up like worms sometimes, and it's just those final little touches for either side that's not doing them justice. Like I said, it's about who can get that killer little incision pass, and neither team's necessarily had that. More individual brilliance than anything. Carter Vickers does well to pop that one up and away. O'Reilly does well to funnel that touch away and through to kind of buy some extra time for Celtic, but that's all he can really do. Johnston keeps some pressure on and Rangers are forced to go back in the end. 1-2 football is quite nice though. Raskin's going to try and go for the inside switch, but it's cut out very easily, and of course that's a perfect time to slip. There should be a foul there. There really should have been a foul. There was a literal fucking boot to the back of the leg, but nothing's been given there. Rangers have the ball from range, played inside, have it on good authority to try and get it out towards there, but Johnston's there to pickpocket, and we go 2-1 Man United. There we go. Jesus Christ, man, this is fucking hectic. The Rangers have came out with a bit more venom in their veins. Give them credit where it's due. Celtic seem to be more composed, but passes like that are not ideal, and Scales is just... He looks like he's out of energy, man. He's not willing to run as much. And he's just punting the ball away half the time. It's a wee bit desperate, man. Quick 1-2 stuff. Celtic puts bodies on them. That's a nice challenge. There could be a break for us. The ball bounces quite kindly for O'Reilly for a quick break if the pass is there, but the pass wasn't. This is what I'm saying. The final ball is fucking awful from both teams right now. Rangers have it. Good challenge for Johnston. Really good challenge for Johnston to win that back without really doing too much to the man. But once again, we just slow the ball down and start going side to side. Fucking play fast, lads. It's the one thing we do well. Slowing it down ain't our style, man. Ain't our style at all. It's fucking crazy indeed, Robert. It's a hectic ass game. Credit where it's due, but Jesus Christ. Ball switched high. Is there a run on? Good touch for Maeda to get past his man. Still there. Maeda nearly does it as well, but brilliant claim for Butland. Give him credit where it's due. That was fucking decent. Had to get that perfect or he was giving away a penalty for sure there. O'Reilly maybe step out to your man, yep. That's what I'm saying. Johnston. Back into the midfield. McGregor. Loose pass, but it will find Maeda instead, which is really fine actually. That's good. Much better for O'Reilly. Steps away from his man. Runs on. Bernardo from range. Has a crack shot. Spilled! 1-0! Maybe is it onside or not? I don't know! I don't know! Is it on? I can't celebrate because I do not know. I do not know. I have no idea if it's onside though. Celtic have just won the cup in the 90th fucking minute. Was Ida onside? My heart is pounding. Please fucking show me the line. Just show me the line. Show me the replay, please. I don't want to celebrate. Is it on when that shot is took? Oh! Yes! 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 Fucking yes! How have we done that? Oh, it's piss poor for Butland. It's piss poor for Butland, but we've just potentially... Oh, fucking hell. What a way. Adam fucking Irishman, Ida, man. What a boy. What a fucking dagger that could be. Right at the end of the game. 8 additional minutes. Rangers have to go. It's going to be interesting now. Celtic will defend for everything. We know the script now. We move. We move. We have to keep it composed though. There is still time left in this game. Rangers are good at counter-attacking. They will go for this. We have to keep it composed. No stupid shit. Rangers have it on the edge of the area. McCausland, ball across. Scales gets it away. Bernardo plays it close. Good pickpocket. This could be a break for us. Good feet for Dyson. Gets past his man. Still going. Gets dragged down. Should be a foul and it's good stuff, wee man. Come on. Yellow card comes out for Raskin as well. Fuck me. Either Rangers completely fold in like a deck of cards. I think Ida might have just sealed it. Genuinely, he might have. He has been very quiet the whole match, but when you need a fucking goal, my God, does he come through. Let's look at the scenes, man. Look at the fucking scenes. Come on, please do not bottle this now. We really didn't deserve that goal, man. Based in the second half, you think Rangers would have been the one to get it, but a very poor spill for Butland has potentially just gifted us a major chance at upsetting them in the fucking best way possible. So little time left in this game. Celtic are just going to play as calm as they can. Well held up by Maeda. Still has it. Just forces it out. Gets another one. Brilliant effort, lads. The cheers are ringing around the crowd now, man. Fucking excellent, man. Corner kick, I think. Do not jinx it, Alan. Do not jinx it, my man. Oh my fucking God, boys. What a way to end the season this would be, eh? Just hold firm, man. Just hold firm. 5 minutes to go. Lundstrom's coming on. That'll be their final change. Just a big physical body on for Raskin, just to make sure they can cause any problems that they can. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Craig. We just need to hold out now. Holy shit. We do have a corner at the near post. We played it short. 5 additional minutes remaining. Either happy to hold it. Still has it. Ball takes a bounce and breaks. Celtic still have it. And a yellow card eventually comes out for Dyson Maeda. I don't know what he was booked for. I'm presuming he was just an afters with Lundstrom there. Hold the line, boys. Exactly that, man. We just see this through. We just see this through. Holy fucking Christ, man. Holy fucking Christ, come on. Boland's going to tee up to send this one as far up as possible. Oh, dude, my lungs. There's potential for us to do something here. No way all the Rangers fans on their Twitter are saying they've been cheated. Aye, sure. Complete clear handball, disallowed for nothing. Wasn't even looked at. But aye, they've been cheated. Lovely. Lovely stuff for us, man. We've got 3 minutes, man. United just won their game. Fair enough to them. Genuinely fair enough to them. It'll do. Honestly, fair fucks. Now we just need this one exactly that, man. So little time left. So little time left. My God, my bones. Don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of standing around there now. I don't know if they're checking for something or what. There we go. Butland does send it high eventually. Taken down by Rangers. Ball's going to be swung high. Oh, it's going to come out and easily claim that one. Good shot, son. A clean sheet on your final appearance against your fiercest foes is probably a good way to go. I'm sorry, and trust me, mate, I'm doing my best to keep composed, but the insides of me right now are shaking like a fucking junkie that's been forced off this good stuff, man. Like, what's going on? Hold firm, boys. Ball sent forward, going to take a bounce. Hart should be there to clear that. Does. He just punts it as high as he can. It's not really going to go too far, but Lundstrom wins the knock-on. McCausland wins the second knock-on. And Rangers will have the ball back. It's going to add more minutes. Yeah, about a minute or two, I'd say, Lizzie. This game will most likely tick over to the 100. Scales, what you doing, son? Oh my god, fucking hell. Hart gives him a wee kind of hang at the hands to say, don't ever do that again, Chief. Like, fucking hell. Could have been awkward, but Hart does have it claimed. He's just going to punt this one as far forward as he can muster, I think. That's exactly what he does. Sends it high towards the right hand side of the field. Ida's done well to win that one back, but I think it's just going to be given away for a foul, which is fair enough, I guess. Don't jinx it yet, Flash. There's still a minute left. We do not jinx it until that final whistle is gone. Good tackle for Bernardo. Steps inside, but I think it's going to be given for a foul anyway. Probably for a wee bit of afters or something. Sent high and mightily out towards the right hand side. Good takeaway for Taylor. Bernardo's going to be on the chase to get that one first. We should just get this as far the fuck as possible, but it's been taken down for a foul anyway. McCausland struck his man. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. McGregor will send it forward. Ida's down. He should get up and just get back into the play, man. Just see it out, son. You've got like fucking 15 seconds or something. Scales heads it away. Tapped up and cleared. Celtic will do their best to funnel it forward. Rangers are going to just start getting into desperation stations. We're now past the 8 additional minutes. It's on the referee now. O'Reilly steps in front of his man, wins the ball back brilliantly. Lundstrom brings his man down. It's going to be a foul. We've got it. We've surely for this point. It's all down to when the referee blows his whistle. That's it, man. We've held firm. Perfect end to the season. We've just need to fucking see this out, man. Like, look at the atmosphere though. I'd kill to be there right now. What a fucking scene that is, man. The Rangers fans will not be happy. Some of them have already cleared out in the far end. 9 minutes in, basically. Johnston just punts this one high and mighty. Ida will do his best to body block it and cause some problems. O'Reilly wins the first header. Ida does well to take it down, really well to hold it up, and actually there's a chance for us to maybe do something with us. Forces it out for a throw in. That's good stuff. McGregor's just kind of signalling to everyone, calm it down, calm it down, calm it down, no bad stuff here. Interesting. Ball's played towards that near post, flicked up and away. Referee's starting to take the piss with the timing now. There's one back by O'Reilly. That is fucking supreme stuff right there, holy shit. Not too sure what's happening, but they keep pulling it back up, man. We just need to keep ourselves going here. Everyone's signaling to blow the whistle, man. 99 minutes, nearly 100. 100 minutes have now been played. Come on. Boys! Boys! We've done it again! We've done it again! Oh! Absolutely fucking fan-dabby-dozy. Let's go, man! Yes, sir! We fucking dug in for that one, Jesus Christ. But my God, is it well earned. Well fucking earned. Not the prettiest goal to win it, not the finest game we've ever played. But boys, on the day, 22 years since the last final, Joe Hart retires with a trophy because Celtic, boys, we've done it again. Clement's Rangers just can't cut Celtic down. Once again, we fucking move. You know the drill. I'm going to scream really loudly now, so be prepared for that. But, gentlemen, for the victory, for the win, and for the fucking trophy against the old fucking foe. Fucking yes! Get around, G Rangers! Fucking every time! Even when they're at their best and we are at our worst, we somehow manage to do it. Fucking excellente, man. I'm so happy. I am so happy. I do it, fuck it, man. Well, I had a statue built now. I wouldn't pay 10 million for him, but try and haggle, try and get him in. Because that is a massive, massive fucking goal. Yes. Holy shit, man. I think Clement knows that that's just genuinely fucked him a wee bit. We love to see it. Oh my god, man. What a way to win it, man. 91st minute winner. That's beautiful. It's absolutely fucking beautiful, man. Jesus Christ. I genuinely don't know what to say to that. We did not deserve to pick that at the end there because Rangers were genuinely much more comfortable in the second half. I'm just going to check the full-time score here because I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2-1 it ended. Doku got one back, but didn't mean shit. But boys, that's another double to the goddamn club's history books. We will take that. The Rangers fucking end's cleared out quick. Pretty sure the south side of Glasgow will be pretty packed traffic-wise over the next 30-40 minutes, but we know where the rest of them are going to be. We absolutely know where the rest of them are going to be. Absolutely brilliant victory talk. Fucking damn right, mate. Damn right. Oh, right, I'm going to unmute myself in my Discord so you can hear some other people celebrate. Gaz is in here too. But I'm just going to see what they're saying here. What's happening, fellas? How's it slouching?
Oh, I was a nervous wreck in that game.
For fucking real, by the way, man. That was stress. We love to see it, man. We did what we needed today, man. I'm fucking pleased. I'm pleased, right? But summarise it. Gaz, you're the Rangers fan. Opinion?
I didn't expect us to win it though, Kaz. Like I said to you in Flash at the start, I didn't expect us to actually win. But it gave me a wee bit of hope. We played a bit better.
I can't honestly follow that.
We were the team for the win.
The second half was generally much better for you, but fucking hell, you must be absolutely broken by that 91st minute.
No, I agree. The referee's decision with taking the goal, striking the goal off, I agree with, because it states in the rules you cannot impede a goalkeeper, you can't put your hands on a goalkeeper, right? And all players should gain that.
Genuinely, yeah. I mean, if you were to pick like a man of the match for Rangers, because I mean, for me there was two players that genuinely stood out, and that was Sterling before he came off, and Diamande. You think Butland's...
Butland. Aye, Butland's played really good today. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better goalkeeper than what we've got.
Oh, they'll probably all grab you have a nice one, mate. Party on as well. Sorry, man. Sorry. That was, yeah.
So our defence, it's sort of been a wee bit iffy. I mean, like I said, I put in the comment, congratulations for the win. I mean, it wasn't I thought it was a good game, right, because it was end-to-end.
Yeah, but it was definitely one of the more stop-start type of finals I've seen in some amount of time. Like, fucking hell.
See, I took it up to basically the 60th minute before everything kicked off and went, oh to hell.
Basically. But, hey, I mean, that's the nature of the sport, to be fair. The first half was quite calm and composed and respectful between the two, and then the second half was just absolute fucking chaos. But I think it's just because both teams really wanted it. That's the first Glasgow derby this season that I've seen where Rangers genuinely would have felt hard done by, result-wise. because
But the thing is, though,
they played good.
the thing that I was saying, Kaz, we can't go on this game alone. As the whole season, we've not done ourselves any very proud. I mean, we've played 5 Old Firm games, we've lost 4 and drew 1.
Yeah.
Right? We've only got ourselves to blame. Our defence let us down. Right? It doesn't matter what anybody says injury-wise. Both teams have had injury-wise, and I'm not going to play that for anybody. I'm not going to take that as an excuse, because both teams have had injury worries. At the end of the day, we've not played up to the standard that we should be playing, and Celtic have. Celtic have went out, they've scored the goals, they've picked up the wins that they needed to pick, and we've not.
And that's why we're like, yeah, guys, man, it's just straight up mud. But even though it is heartbreaking, again, like, I know for a fact that when I go and next speak to my family, they're going to have a major discussion over this, because there was a lot of really good points. Like, Rangers had some opportunities today, some big ones. Obviously, the disallowed goal, it should have been disallowed. I think it was fair.
In your opinion, Kaz, should the goal have been disallowed? Because in my opinion, it should have been. Because of the contact with touching the keeper.
Genuinely, that's it. It's one of those ones where, like, 10, 15 years ago, nah, it wouldn't really matter. They would just be like, fuck it, that's just you being unphysical. It's literally, see if Raskin just shoved them with one hand, it would have stood. But it's the fact that it's 2, and that's the one thing that fucked him. See if he just didn't do that, Rangers would have probably had the momentum afterwards. But Celtic just kind of rode the luck a wee bit, and that's what we've done better this season than Rangers, because Rangers always tend to concede late goals. That's kind of been their thing. I mean, last week against Hearts was the exact same thing, where Rangers thought it was kind of right, okay, we're over the line, we can get to extra time or whatever, and then bang.
It's been a weird season, right?
Very weird.
It was in Celtic's hand at the start of the season. Midway it went to Rangers, and for the last third of the season it went back to Celtic again. It's one of the things where it's like Celtic had a lot of injuries, right? You can't get away from that fact. And Celtic lost a lot of players that, in a normal day, if they had the players, Celtic wouldn't have dropped as much points as they did. They wouldn't have,
like Abada and Turnbull and the ones that we lost in January, basically. Because that's the thing. Like, Rangers, you'd think after January they would have had the better end to the season, but for whatever reason, Celtic just clicked.
If you go back through the last
Super
few
Joe and
seasons, I've been on your streams, Kaz. We've done the same the last 3 seasons. It comes down to the dying end of the season, and we bottle it. It's like the players didn't care. They didn't show heart. They didn't want to play.
Some of them did.
This is where it's annoying for me.
Like, I feel like for your team to just kind of nick on and do what they need to do, I feel like they just have to cut the dead wood out and find the right replacements, because again, you've got some good players in there. That Diamonde was fantastic. He would have been my man of the match for you. He was fantastic, genuinely one of the better players in the pitch today.
But the thing is, though, as it comes down to when you're saying about Diamonde, there has to be somewhere in his head that he needs to step back and stop getting involved and getting antagonising players.
Yeah, no, I think Rangers, towards the end of the game anyway, I think Rangers just kind of let their heads go a wee bit more, because after like the first few kind of like, you know, back and forths, like when obviously like you had Seaman Johnston in the first when he came on, and then obviously you had like Taylor and Cantwell when, you know, Taylor kind of pushed him to the floor, like, lie down, son. Like, that's going to happen in an Old Firm, right? But I think, see, because there's some players that aren't Scottish or don't understand just how much the Old Firm means. Obviously, any Glasgow derby that happens, some players won't see as much. And again, you've got players that are playing internationally for Celtic. You've got players like Ida, players that can cause some problems. And when you look at it like that, that's probably what saved us, because there's still players that are culturally tied to Celtic. They still want to play for that badge, and Scales and Ida are perfect examples of that. Taylor was fantastic the day. He did what he needed to do. Everyone across the park, maybe with the exception, I would say, of Scales, because Scales had a little bit of an iffy moment. Like the last 20 minutes he wasn't great, but everything else besides that, team performance wise, we did what we needed to do. We gave the ball away stupidly a lot of times, but that's just kind of what happens with Brendan Ball.
I think the referee, I've got to give him his due, he's been 50-50 with his decisions. He's got 50% of his decisions right, and I think he's got decisions wrong. I mean, with some of the yellow card incidents, come on, it's a fucking contact sport.
Yeah, no,
You've
McGregor's
got to
yellow in the first half really confused me.
See, this is the thing is it's a contact sport. Like we were talking about before, it comes down to, do we want football to continue where we're able to get in and get stuck in for the game, or is it going to come to a point where it's going to be like you're going to be a bunch of pussies and you're not able to fucking...
It becomes more and more like the NFL by the day, where like minimal contact is like an offensive foul, and you're like, right, but that's not really how it should be. Because I don't disagree with you. Like, the game is softer, a lot softer, and this season has been a very prime example
see
of
if
that.
you go back, see if you go back, probably before you were born, Kaz. See some of the challenges that was going on in the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, and probably even before that, right? Players were going in with bad challenges, and they were getting up, and they were still playing football. Look at Jinky. Jinky's a perfect example. He got some mighty challenges put into him when he used to play, and he still got up and played football.
I think this is my my best mate, Colin.
This is where it comes down to the fact that now it's like football players are too soft.
Let's go, son. How you doing? I'm still we'll love this shit, man. We'll love this shit. I'm going to mute you, sir, for now. Anyone that's in the Discord, I'll be back once the stream's done.
No problem.
But yeah, I think we get ready to wrap this up relatively soon. We're just waiting for the trophy presentation, and then that's the final game of the season done, dusted, and out the way. Fucking yes, man. Like, we played good. That's the thing about it, man. Let's see what everyone's saying. Alright. That's no problem at all, man. You take it easy. Fucking... Aye, absolutely smashing, man. Absolutely smashing. But they're handing out the medals, the silver medals for them. Oh shit, I should realise I should probably mute myself so it's not irritating for those that are in there and they're hearing two versions of the conversation. That would probably be dumb. But, that's Clement come up to collect his runners-up medal that he's done so many times. Fabulaso. Champions again, ole ole. Champions again, ole ole. There they are, man, the boys. The fucking absolute titans that be at oh, it would be a water. Yeah, sweet man, I love that. Turns to the camera. Love to see it. Man, I'll tell you what, back in January, none of us really would have thought that this season would have been this good towards the end of it. Fucking hell, man, it was wild, absolutely wild. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Liz. I was just reading back through some of the comments there. Gaz is genuinely one of the best like Rangers fans there is, because he doesn't, you know, see things with blue tinted glasses. Like he's a good man, good fella, and it's been a pleasure to have him for across the entirety of the season, man. He's genuinely brought us some good insights for times where we haven't really checked in on Rangers. He's kept us in the loop and stuff, so genuinely appreciated. Like I said, you can always go into the Discord if any of you haven't joined. You're more than welcome to go to do so, and you can join, talk about football. We'll be covering the Euros and stuff as well, so you're more than welcome to join us for that too. Double champions, exactly it, Stephen, mate. We fucking end on a pretty solid high. I'm very pleased with it, very pleased with it, and I don't think there's any reason for us not to be. I think over the course of the season, I think Celtic were the better side, but Rangers pushed us a lot of the way. You know what I mean? You have to give them credit where it's due. I mean, when you consider the fact that back in November, it looked like Celtic were on for another easy sweep, and then they had the momentum swing back in their favour. They captured the League Cup, kind of took over the title race, had that 8-9 point deficit that we had to then overcome. But that's what I'm saying, it's a pendulum sport. Celtic will eventually start swinging back the other way. Rangers will eventually win an Old Firm, Glasgow Derby, whatever you want to call it, but at the end of it all, this season, Celtic have been perfect when they've needed to be perfect, and that's all that's mattered for us. We've had a couple of really stupid results. It's amazing. Kilmarnock have literally been the biggest threats for us the whole season, but oh yeah, no, he absolutely is. Rod, think about it, man. Think about some of the musicians he's worked with over the years. The man's rich. Of course he'd be a Tory. See over 24, that's amazing, mate. We'll be uploading videos and stuff the entire time over the course of the summer, and like I said, we'll be live for all the Scotland Euro games as well. So you won't miss out on us for too much. We'll be away for a couple of weeks at most, but like I said, there'll still be video content in between now. So we take it. I agree with that, Joseph, and the last thing I would ever call myself is a Tory. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, that's grim. But there's the trophy lift about to happen, and there it is. Trophy number 2 this season, and a fucking excellent one at that. Well earned, boys. Well fucking earned. You can only hear the right side of the stadium bursting into song and cheer. The other half is about as dead as, well, I'm not going to make that joke, but we know what I'm going to say. Move though, we move. Absolutely beautiful. That's a skipper picking up another trophy to his everlasting collection. Tavernier must be raging. But we move. What an absolutely fantastic end to the season, man. An absolutely fantastic end to the season. Suppose I need to pull up the next time that I'll be live, but it won't be for a while because it's not until the Euros, and that will be interesting. So the 14th of June. So we got a nice little 2 or 3 week break. There'll be some videos. I'll try and get like a season review thing done for Celtic in between now and the Euros starting. I'll have to put some time in to make that video, so it won't be made in like a week or anything, but I'll do my best to have like something out at some point in time. But for a little message to anyone that decides to watch this VOD afterwards for like the whole season or something, thank you so much, genuinely, for everything this season. When we started this season we had like 600 and we've doubled that over the course of this one, and of course the fact that we've been able to gain some new people. Next season I'll start being able to make money off of this, which is very, very cool. So thank you for sticking with me first of all, because I know there's much better stream qualities out there and stuff, but I appreciate the fact that you appreciate the fucked up version of reporting that I do. So I think when you look at it like that, boys, it's been absolutely an absolute terrific one. And it's a good end for Joe Hart as well. Absolutely, he ends on a high. He can walk out those doors with his head held as firmly up in the sky as possible. It's a good end for him. Absolutely beautiful. Every single one of those players deserve a pat in the back, because we judged them a lot over the course of this season, and some of them have proved us absolutely fucking wrong. Players like Awata, players like Scales, players like Taylor, that have slowly but surely over the course of the season done what they needed to do to prove their worth to us. It's an absolutely fantastic club. Fucking honoured to be a part of it. Absolutely honoured. It's amazing. And it only gets better because next season we get to go. We move, we keep it going, we fucking push forward, and maybe there's a chance for us to do something in the Champions League. Who fucking knows? If we spend some money, we'd love to see it, but man, absolutely incredible. But for those that are curious, the next time you will see me live anyway will be Germany versus Scotland, and we all kind of know how this one goes. This is the big one. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here as well, Lizzie. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here for everything as well. Like I said, we'll be back again. This will be the next time that we'll live, but keep an eye out if you have notifications or the bell on. Whenever I upload a video, you'll be able to see that. There will be a season review, and then there'll be a Euro predictions video. I think those are the 2 videos that I'll try and get made in the meantime, so you don't have to go too long without me. But the Euros is next. Cannot wait. Fucking too right, mate. Too right. We might not do much in this group, but if I get to see us win one game in the Euros for the first time in my life, it would be an absolute pleasure. But that is an option for you as well, yeah. If you would like to join the Discord, go into the description. There's a little link you can click. It will take you to it, and you can obviously join if you would like to. That's more than fine. But I think that's all I need to cover. I think that's all we need to do for this season. Honestly, it's been absolutely fucking insane. But at the end of it all, Celtic do what they do best. We wrap up some good old-fashioned trophies, and we pummel the Rangers once again. Good stuff. We love to see it, man. Absolutely love to see it. So I guess I'm going to need to find the outro music, and then I'm going to get ready to bail and enjoy my sustainable break where I don't need to make thumbnails every second. That'd be fantastic. Let's see what one's a good way to go out. What's a solid one? Yes, sir. Righto. Well, God bless you as well, Stephen, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you as well. Pay whatever we need for Big Eye, I'll absolutely disagree. You need to do me hate this shit, mate. Absolutely fucking no chance, man. You might see me with a clean shaven beard or something, but that's about the extent of it, man. This hair stays long for a reason, but I'm going to get ready to bail out. So thank you for watching, thank you for coming along for any game this season, or this one entirely. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this sort of stuff. Obviously keeps me busy, keeps me occupied, and I'm happy that a lot of people enjoy all this sort of stuff. And you got a shirt that says love to see it. Yes, to be fair, merch idea, who knows. If things take off in the future, mate, maybe I'll make sure there's some like Celtic themed shirts that have that, and like get it up use and all like the kind of infamous sayings that this channel has coalesced with it now. But thank you so much for everything, and hopefully next season we do the exact same thing again, except we pick up the league title on top of that one. We would love to make sure that that league cup is there with that league title on top of the cup as well. Another wee treble would be absolutely spiffing. We'd love to see it. So yeah, but if you've been watching this for the season, thank you so much. If you've been watching us even for 10 minutes, 10 seconds or 10 fucking nanoseconds, doesn't matter. Your view and your support, as always, is very much appreciated. And like I said, I'll be trying my best to get some videos out in the meantime. But it's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you next season. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. We know the drill. Cheerio, boys. It's been a fucking pleasure. See you next season. On to the next one. See yous in the Euros, boys. Scotland will fucking smash Germany. Let's go. Let's go. See yous then, boys. See yous then. Love yous. Enjoy.